safe and sound. Why does it have to be that way? Every single day I feel this way.
From my shit ice cold, Trey Young. And you know I wear my heart on my sleeve. You hitting all the reads. Pack your shit like you finna leave. I go and hide your keys. Put you in position to win. Bless you without a speed. Bust you down in all the VV. Yeah, we was getting cheap. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trey Young. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trey Young.
Shit, ice cold, Trey Young.
From my shit ice cold, Trey Young. And you know I wear my heart on my sleeve. You hitting all the reads. Pack your shit like you finna leave. I go and hide your keys. Put you in position to win. Bless you without a speed. Bust you down in all the VV. Yeah, we was getting cheap. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trey Young. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trey Young.
Shit, ice cold, Trey Young.
What's good, family? Hold on, let me change my mic real quick. Yo, yo, yo. There we go. Can y'all hear me? How we sound? Mic check, mic check. What's good, gang? It's your boy Demond in the building. We Talk Hawks TV. Guess what? We Talk Hawks daily. We up in this thing, man. It's your boy Demond up in here. Let me go and drop the link real quick. That way I get this already out the way. Anybody need to come on the show? Anybody need to get anything off their chest about today's topics or any other topics we discuss? Come on in. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know how we get down. All I ask is that you have your camera on and your mic ready. You feel me? All right, check it. So we all saw salute to the chat real quick. Barnesy in the building, the homie Cujo, GM in the building. My guy Sports and Society is in the building. Y'all know how we getting down. Let's bring up John Collins' message. Okay, he sends us a heartfelt message. Okay, let's damn, it was terrible. But let's bring up John Collins' message. Let me go find it real quick. Shout out, should be on Twitter. Should be, I think, HAWKS Hawks Fan TV had it listed. Let's tap in with them real quick. Let me pull them up real quick. Shout out Hawks Fan TV. Always with the latest and greatest on our Atlanta Hawks. All right, there it goes. Okay. Let's share this real quick so y'all can see. I'm sure most of everybody already has read it already. But just in case you haven't, let's go ahead and drop it real quick so y'all can see. Okay, there we go, gang. Y'all see the message? John Collins drops a message on his Instagram. He says, I know I took my time with this one, but this one definitely stung. Being thrown into this fire as a kid, having no clue of the journey in front of me. It's amazing how 6 years can fly by in Atlanta. Thank you for the swag, the culture, and the love. And thank you for embracing the kid with open arms, Atlanta. Thank you for never taking it easy on me because I am proud to leave you as a man. To the organization. To the organization. Not to the fans. To the organization. Thank you for sticking with me even at my lowest. Thank you for allowing me a place to grow. But as I see, it is this Hawks time to fly away from the nest as my growth here is being stunted. To all of my brothers and OGs that I've been blessed to share the quote with, y'all know how I'm rocking for life. But as we know, this is a business, and my business in Atlanta has come to an end. I can only hope y'all love me like I do y'all. Until next time, Baptist out. Okay, let's speak on this, right? To the organization. We on the second paragraph. To the organization, not to the fans, not to the supporters, to the organization. So he's directing this towards certain people, in my opinion, how I see it. He said, but as I see it, basically giving his opinion, my growth here is being stunted. Now, this what trips me out. For people to single out that line in this farewell address and get upset and try to clown John Collins, but those are the same people who will turn around and say, well, you know what? CC getting Capella hurt John. So how is John Collins wrong by saying as my growth hit? We all know his growth got stunted. We all know his growth got stunted. This is what I don't understand about some Hawks fans. Let's keep it a buck. We know his best time was playing with Trae Young as the main guy on the pick and roll. Okay, we know this already. We know since Capella has gotten here, his usage rate has been going down every season. So how is he wrong by saying that? Where is he wrong at? I don't understand why people got upset at that line. He's exactly correct. The organization stunted his growth. Whether you agree with it or not, whether you agree with the outcome that we had or not, he not lying. You don't become a 21-10 guy and then all of a sudden your ass can't average 20 and 10 no more. You can't average 20 points no more. Come on, man. John Collins is exactly correct. And then the fact that we let him go and got nothing in return is just total just, oh my God. Like, I don't even see how Tony Russell really signed off on that. That's hilarious. You're going to get rid of him and you got nothing in return. You got a 25. Yeah, and they going and listen. People going to throw that, well, we got the $25 million trade exception. Bro, let me tell y'all something, gang. Let's keep it above. Most teams don't even end up using the whole trade exception. Let's be real. Most teams don't even use their trade exception. They'll use some of it, but they don't use all of it. And it's rarely used to actually improve the team is usually used to take on bad contracts so you can get assets for to use later down the line. It's nothing usually it's not used to win now. Okay. Not saying that the Hawks can't use it to make a major move, but most teams do not use their trade when you get a trade exception 20 million 25 million, most teams don't use the whole thing. Okay, most teams don't. So you're not. So basically, we really got rid of them for nothing. If you just want to keep it a buck, I mean, depend how much you value that trade exception. For me, I don't really value that trade exception because I want us to win now. Now you can value that. Now, don't get me wrong. The trade exception has a lot of value if you're patient. Y'all already know I'm not patient. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit. I'm not patient. I want to win now. Ain't that what Dion say? I want to win now. That's just me. Everybody, I don't expect everybody to have my same type of timeline, which is now. That's my timeline now. And that's okay. But I'm just letting y'all know where I stand. So when you hear me make certain comments, it makes sense. You know, Damon said this. Well, you know, Damon don't have no patience. You know what I'm saying? So, but for fans to be upset, like people really got upset at that line. The Hawks stunning. They did. We did, and got nothing in return. So, I mean, all cheers to John Collins. I have no ill feelings for John. I think John was a loyal servant. He was one of the few people who didn't mind going in public saying that he wanted to be an Atlanta Hawk. You can say whatever, why you think he says that. Maybe you could, well, because the Hawks give him all that money. Well, the Hawks didn't have to give him all that money. The Hawks chose to give him that money. So you can't be mad at John for taking the money that they offer. You know what I'm saying? And I hope me personally, I hope John ball out over there in Utah. I can't wait to see how they use him compared to how we used him in this last couple years. Hold up, we got the homeboy DB in the building. What's good, my guy?
Damar, what's going on, brother?
Chilling, my G, chilling. What's your thoughts on John Collins' farewell address?
Yeah, man. I seen you was chiming in on that, man. I'm at work right now. I just wanted to chime in for a second, man.
Oh, go ahead, do
I'm
your
with
thing,
you
my
though.
G.
Yeah, I'm with you though, Damar. I mean, it's a proven fact that he was stunted while he was here, man. Like you said, you don't go from 21 points to just averaging barely nothing, man, by mistake. You know what I'm saying? Like he had talent. The problem with John was once he actually developed the 3-point shot, they tried to make him a 3-point shooter. You see what I'm saying? Instead of making him a back to the basket player, which he's great at. It would seem like to me, Damon, it seemed like once he was able to hit that 3-pointer at an okay average, they just put him on the 3-point line and left him there. Like his touches in the paint went away. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there was no more on the block for John Collins. You know what I'm saying? There was no more pick and roll like that. Like, yeah, Clint Capella played a part, but I think it was the overall offense in which they was trying to implement around Trae Young. You see what I'm saying? They wanted the true stretch four around Trae Young, but John Collins just wasn't that. He was an athlete. He kind of grew into a 3-point shot. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they
I
feel like they definitely stunted. I feel like they definitely stunted his growth, man, because we watched a lot of good years of John Collins, man. His early years, I mean, he really looked like he was gonna pan out to be some, man. But as the years went on, it's just like it faded away. And I don't think it's due to his work ethic. I don't think it's due to his talent. You see what I'm saying? Like he said in the post, it was just time for him to move away from the Hawks because the situation wasn't better for him no more. Like it wasn't getting better for him. It was only getting worse.
You
see what I'm saying?
So I agree with you 100%, man. I'll say this. The offense changed because of Clint Capella. And that's the thing. And that's most people, 90% of Hawks fans will tell you that. So so when people get mad when he said and it's hilarious because in the post he puts to the organization. Like he letting them know whoever now, he let somebody know in that organization, hey, my growth got stunted because of y'all. That's why he said to the organization. He could have easily took that line and put it anywhere in that farewell letter, but he didn't. He made sure
Right.
he made a separate paragraph to the organization, letting them know.
Right.
To me, that lets me know um someone in that organization told him that. Maybe they came up to him. They listen, JT, we like you. Woo, 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 woo. You're a good guy, but your potential, your growth is reached its peak here in Atlanta. And
Right.
maybe, like Dion said, maybe he took that personal. That's why he put it in there and said, "Hey, to the organization." And it's key because one thing about John Collins is I don't think you never see him say something in public, like just
And
go
see,
off the
that's
hand.
that's what I was.
He just don't go off the
And
handle.
see, that's what I was gonna allude to. Like, even when it started going downhill, John Collins was never the guy to speak about it. He was always a leader in the locker room, wanted to keep the positive vibe. So I felt like that address that he made to the organization was like his final word, like getting it off his chest. Like, after these last couple years, I just felt like my stuff was my growth was stunted in Atlanta. You see what I'm saying? And he was kind of just getting it off his chest because he kept it under wraps for so long. You see what I'm saying?
And
To
and
try to diffuse all the heat that was around the team at the time, dealing with trade,
one thing
going
about
back.
one thing about John, man. One thing about John is one John. I'll give him credit. He's a professional. He never bashes the organization in
Right.
public. Comes to work, do his job. Will try to do a job to the best of his ability. And I think John Collins. This how I see some Atlanta Hawk fans. I see some Atlanta Hawk fans as a bunch of blamers, right? Meaning this, they always looking for somebody to blame when stuff go bad for the Hawks. And the funny part about it is some Hawks fans they'll zero in on one person and tell you this one person by themselves is the reason the Hawks season was a disappointment when we all know that's not true, right? Um,
Right.
and what's funny is what we're seeing a lot of the players and coaches who's been used as scapegoats for underperforming seasons the past 2 years. They're in a minute, none of them gonna be here. So now you're gonna have to find
Absolutely.
somebody new to blame. You have to find somebody new to blame if the season doesn't go as the Hawks expect, as some of us fans expected. And that's good. It's unfortunate because the Hawks will have to have a underperforming season to see that. But I don't want us to have a listen. I'd rather the Hawks to win than the Hawks to have a bad season, and just so I can say, I told you so. So I see it like this, man. This is how I see it. I believe that John Collins. I can't wait to see him in Utah. I want to see how they use John Collins. Now, don't get me wrong, the John Collins era in Atlanta, it been over with. But I would like to see how somebody else uses him and different than how we do. Even though we just put him in the corner and just say, "Hey, just shoot a three." You know what I'm saying? Um,
Right.
and
I think
another. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say real quick. I think the tandem of him marketing will allow him to get more paint touches due to marketing his game outside of the paint. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Well, both they can switch
Which
because
is
Markin can play in and out. So
and that's a better fit than him and Capella. Then you know what I mean? That's a better fit than him and Capella.
oh yeah, most definitely, most definitely. So that's why I said I want to see how they use John, and unlike how we did his last 2 years, basically we use John Collins as a spot up three, uh, on the offensive side of the ball. He was just a spot up 3-point shooter. Um, so we're gonna see, but I think John Collins, Nate McMillan, I think they took a lot of heat rounds for unsuccessful Hawks seasons when it's more than them. It's more than enough blame to go around when we discussing the
Absolutely.
season as a whole. Like how some people they'll single-handedly blame John Collins. It's all John Collins' fault, or they'll blame Nate McMillan. Well, Nate McMillan is his fault because he don't want to. When at the end of the day, Nate McMillan don't play the games, and John Collins, he just tried to play. He just do his job. His job was to go stand at the
Yeah,
3-point
they,
line in the corner. What else did you want from him? That's what they told him to do. And he just happened. It sucked
you
that
see what I'm
he
saying?
had one of his worst 3-point shooting seasons last year. It was terrible. He was awful from 3 last year. It is what it is. Shooters have down seasons, down shooting seasons. But it's just funny how some Hawk fans they scared to hold everybody accountable. Like me, I
Right.
don't give a fuck. If you sucking,
And
you
see,
sucking, and I'm gonna say it.
and see, and see. That's why. Well, I'm gonna say one more thing before I get out of here, Demond. That's
All
why I
right.
love this channel though, because we keep it all the way real. Like we keep it
Yeah.
all the way 100 around the board. Like you see what I'm saying? So as Hawks fans, man, I just want them to realize like it all started with the front office, man. The front office needs to take all the blame of everything that's going on right now because it trickulates from the top, man. Problems usually don't trickle from the bottom up. You see what I'm saying, Demond?
Yeah, you're
They
right.
usually trickle from the top on down. You see what I'm
You're right,
saying?
my
So
guy. You're right.
so it, the front office definitely has to take responsibility for what's going on with our team right now.
Mm-hmm.
For why John Collins didn't develop into what we thought he was gonna be. So man, I just this year, Demar, I don't know what we're gonna be. It's so up in the air right now, bro. But we're gonna keep the positive vibes, man. And I appreciate just talking with you on the topics, man. You keep it going. So I appreciate what you do, my dog.
Salute to you, DB. Y'all already know, man. This is a interactive fan channel, man. Hey, I know y'all don't want to sit here and hear me talk all damn day. And I enjoy hearing other fans' opinions because at the end of the day, you know, we all got the same goal. We might have just different ways of getting there, but at the end of the day, we all want to see the Hawks win, man. And this interactive. That's why I don't call it a podcast. That's why I call it an interactive fan channel. Because without y'all coming up here, this channel, it ain't nothing. You feel me? So I salute to you. And salute to everybody who be in the chat, and salute to everybody who come on the show and voice their opinions. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, shout out to
Right.
Xavier in the chat, Ryan in the chat, the homeboy Big Ed in the building. Salute to them Falcons.
Yes, sir.
Xavier B in the building. That number one hater Raj in the building. My homeboy Mike in the building, aka Black Mike in the building. But yeah, thanks for tapping it in, my guy. You at work?
Yeah, man. Hold it down, Demar.
Hopefully you about to get
Yeah,
off,
I'm at
man.
work, big dog. Yeah, man.
Unless you're on that night shift.
I'm on that night shift, Demar. Yeah, man.
Okay.
I'm out of here by 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, okay. All right. Hey, be safe out there,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Be safe, my G.
Yeah, you know it, man. Take care.
I salute my guy.
Yes, sir.
That was the homeboy DB in the building, man. Hold up, Rose said send the link. There go the link right there, family. Y'all come up here, man. Voice your opinions. You feel me? The homeboy Xavier said I would be on here more, but I be doing work. I feel you, man. I be working too, G. I be working too. That's why y'all hear me say, like, I'm not gonna come up here and waste y'all. I'm not gonna do a show just to do a show. You feel me? If we got something to discuss, we'll do a show. Cause I know people got stuff to do. Shit, I got shit to do. Shit, I got 3 kids. I work. Shit, I got stuff to do, man. But I salute everybody who take their time to tap in, come on the show, talk in the chat, hit that like button. I appreciate all of it. You feel me? All of it. Shout out to the homeboy Tanju in the building. We got Ro in the building. What's good, family? Y'all talk to me.
Yo, hey, what's good, Dama?
What's good, my guy?
Hey, it's funny. It's like every other day we got some kind of like little news coming out. Just first it's they fucked up the Kobe, the Siakam trade with Kobe Buffkin, and then now JC throws out a thing like y'all niggas stunning my growth. Like I think
you already in, Ro. You don't see yourself on the show?
Hey, I think
My bad.
this organization itself, man, is just man, it's just I can't even I can't. It's like, you know what I mean? We gotta, I don't know, man, but they just be doing wild shit. So I think JC is on point. You know what I'm saying? Like he was, he could have did a lot of work, but you know, I do think he did a little bit more than just stand on the, stand out there and shoot threes. Like he had his own limitations and everything, but yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anybody who could disagree with the fact that his growth was stunted. You know what I'm saying? Like, like what's the argument for saying that it wasn't? Like it was him just by itself, or is that what
See,
people are saying?
see, this the problem, right? This the problem. Cats, for some reason, and this all and all this started with Tony Wrestler giving John Collins that contract.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't really watch the Hawks. So what they do is they'll look and they figure, depending on how much money you make, that determines the production we should be getting out of you.
Right.
Right. If you watch the Hawks, when John Collins got here till last year, you can see that his role has steadily diminished year by year, bit by bit. Right. No one like myself, like I've never called John Collins a number two or Trey.
Right.
I never said that because I knew he wasn't a number two guy on a championship roster. I knew that because Collins does have, I'll say this, he is limited in certain areas, right? To be like a number two option. You feel
Yeah.
like you can't be a number two option, your ass can't dribble the basketball or create your own shot. So you can't be a number two. But a lot of Hawk fans, I would say casual Hawk fans, so ones who not really like digging, maybe not watching every game, maybe not digging into the stats, right? They just say, oh, he made 25 million. He the second highest paid player on the team. Why is he only averaging 15 points? You know,
Mhm.
and I think they relate his paycheck to production, which on the Hawks, if he was still running, if we didn't have CC, you might have an argument because Collins' usage wouldn't have dropped as low as it has. And that's why the first thing I do when people talk about Collins, I just go look at his usage rate. And I said, how can you expect the same type of production you got when he gave you 21 to 10 when his production is down 15, 20%? I mean, his usage is down 15, 20% from the year before. So, but what I do notice is every negative thing they say about John Collins, they don't have that type of energy for nobody else on the Hawks. Like John Collins is like the main reason why we are 41 and 41 team, why we are back-to-back playing team. You know what I'm saying? But I do agree with John Collins. I do believe the organization stunted his growth by taking him out of the best position for him to be successful, which is running as the main pick and roll guy with Trey Young. And it's
Right.
like
Right.
what DB said. They looked at those numbers. They seen John Collins. Oh, this guy for a career average, shooting 38% from three. Oh, we gonna use him and stick his ass out there at the 3-point line. Just tell him fire away. When John Collins is not an elite 3-point shooter.
Yeah, and definitely not a high volume 3-point shooter.
Yeah, he's not elite. The reason he shoot a high percentage from three, in my opinion, is two reasons. One, could they be wide open because of the penetration from Trey, and two, he only took like 2 or 3 a game, if
Right.
that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That wasn't a main staple of his game, and I think Nate McMillan and Quinn Snyder probably thought, hey, stick him out there. Well, I know Quinn stuck him out there because Quinn just wanted everybody to shoot threes. But, Nate had him out there shooting threes. And I really believe that another reason he made that statement is because I believe somebody in the organization told him that, hey, we want to move on from you. We think we think you reached your potential here in Atlanta. Now, they might not have said your growth got stunted, but they said something. Because it's a reason why he did a set. I've never seen someone do a separate one and say to the organization. It's usually all combined together.
Yeah, that was kind of like you said, real particular, very specific. Like whoever he's talking to knows who he's talking to.
They know who he talking to. They know that.
Right.
What's good, Ro?
What's good, man? I'm just letting y'all get it out before I
Go ahead,
say
man.
my piece.
What's your thoughts? Go ahead, my guy.
I didn't hear what everybody. I heard what oh boy
DB?
right here
Tangu?
Tangu said. That's when I came in, but
Okay.
he sound respectable opinion, but I feel like we're not really giving John enough blame. I mean, he gotten a lot of blame over the last 5-6 seasons. Don't get me wrong. But what has he really improved on? Let's break down John Collins' game. Can we do that real quick? Can we break down his game and what he can do and what he can't do?
Okay, let's go at it. Go ahead.
So he can shoot, right? Can he shoot?
Yes.
For a forward, he can shoot. For a
Yes.
power forward, he can shoot.
Yes.
I believe so as well. Can he dribble?
As
That's
far
a no.
as what? As a power
That's a
power
no.
forward?
I mean, as a power forward,
think he
is
dribbles
he an average dribble? Does he dribble like
power
the
forward,
average power
For power
forward?
forward, I think he average because all he gonna do is dribble just to get in the post position.
Right.
I'm
We're
not
not looking
expecting him
for a
to run
small
the
forward.
floor.
Right. We're not looking for small forward dribbling.
I don't think he's dribbling because we don't use him as a as a Randall, right? So we don't use him as a Randall, so I don't expect him to dribble and all that like a Randall.
Can he pass?
I would put him. I would say
I say he below average passer.
below
Nah,
average at
Below
best.
average passer.
Okay,
Yeah, I wouldn't even see average at best.
Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
What else we got? His defense. Let's talk about his defense, which is a major part of a major part of power forwards. Does he play adequate defense, whether it's on the perimeter or inside? Let's add both of those, perimeter and inside defense. Does he play well on the perimeter defensively?
I'll say he about average.
What about inside?
Average inside is what, on ball or help?
I mean, help on ball.
He's
Both of them
amazing.
can get
He's amazing. He's our best help defender.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah, he's great on help. I say that's probably his best defensive quality is his help.
So that's why I was saying on ball, or are you talking about help inside?
On ball, I say he below average because he be getting blown by and niggas be backing him down.
He is kind of light, so yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah,
on
he
that.
light and he can't really keep up with faster guards or faster players. Period. So I don't think he's good on ball.
I think he's decent on ball because I don't expect him to guard no guards.
Not even just guards, but just like small forwards that like a Siakam. Like a Siakam will take him to the cup. He shouldn't be, but he might be. I mean, he just might.
He's
It might just
average
end up
defender overall.
So overall, you say average. I agree.
Let's say
maybe a little
overall average.
Yeah, I agree. We all said average. That's our first thoughts. All three of our first thoughts. So I know y'all know that this is more of a forwards league now. I mean, it used to be a guards league. It used to be a centers league. It was a guards league previously. It's now a forwards league. You can't have shitty forwards. You can't have forwards that now your forwards kind of have to be like your centers used to be, where your centers had to. Now your centers got to shoot. Now your centers got to know how to pass a little bit. John Collins is more of a early 2000s power forward to me, or early 2000s or before power forward. He's not really that type of power forward like a Walker Kessler is somebody I'm thinking about.
What about a current small ball five though?
I don't think we small with Trey already. I don't think we can afford to play small ball with our main player being so small. But I mean, we got to put big guys around him.
But he's taller than Okongwu, and people want Okongwu to start. So
Okongwu got different skills though.
But Okongwu don't shoot better than John, right?
He might be soon. I know you didn't. I'm saying he might be soon.
Speculate. Let's not speculate.
Okay. All right, no speculating.
Let's go by what we know.
He don't right now, but he's also in his third year.
We're not talking about that. See, now we adding stuff. Now we adding.
But you have to. You're talking about a player, John Collins, going into his seventh season compared to Okongwu. That's not fair.
No, what I'm saying.
Let's compare him to John Collins in his third season. How about that?
What I'm saying is this, Ro. This is what I'm saying. I said, what about a small ball five? And you said we are going to be too small.
He can't start. He can't start as a small ball five.
But what I said was my rebuttal.
Not because his height.
My rebuttal was this: a majority of the fans want Okongwu to start, and he's smaller than John, As
Do you know
far as
why?
huh?
Do you know why? Do you know why people want him to start at 5?
Why? Why?
Because he has center skills. John don't have no center skills.
What skill? What are
We're
these?
not talking
What are
about, we're
these?
not talking, you're talking
What's the
about
center
height. It's not
skills?
about his height. You can
What's the?
be
No, I only said the height.
Charles
No,
Barkley wasn't tall, and he was the mound around the
bro,
round
I
on the
only,
rebound.
bro, I
What does
only
height
brought
matter?
up, bro, I only brought up the height because you did. You the one. When I said, "What about a small ball 5?" Your first response was, "We can't have small guys around Trey." That was your response. I didn't
Okay,
bring up
not only is he small, he don't have the skill. Okay, I shouldn't
what
have to
does a
say that.
Conwood do better than what John does right now.
He's he's better with the opportunity John gets. He's better at the rim. Better at the not better like jumping. I'm not saying he's out
I'm
jumping
about to
John
say because
Collins.
he
I'm
definitely
not
a
talking
better
about
player than John Collins.
but honestly, that's all he can. That's all he really was doing. Like
No,
that's
I'm
what I
asking
mean.
you. No, no,
Do
no,
you
no,
see
no.
how
Don't
you
switch
He's
it.
immediately went
doing
to the
more than
dunks?
that.
Don't
You know how
switch
you. And
it.
I'm saying you know how you immediately went to the dunk. You can't just go to the dunks
I
with
didn't go
Okongwu.
to the dunk.
Okongwu got a spin
I didn't
game.
go
He
to the
laying that, but he got touch.
I didn't go to the
Okongwu got a
dunk,
way
my
better
guy.
touch.
I said a better finisher at the rim. I didn't say nothing about dunking. I said Collins is a better finisher at the rim because John can lay it up. He got touch, or he can go.
He ain't
I
got
didn't
a
bring up
Okongwu
that.
touch, my boy. He don't got a. I don't know if y'all be watching Okongwu. He don't
I
got a
watch
Okongwu
Yeah.
touch.
Okongwu. Okay. So
Okongwu got a better touch at the rim.
okay, he can have a touch. What else he do? That's what's these center skills? What else?
He defends better. How about that? Isn't that the main center? The main thing that a center does is defend the rim. He does way better than that than John does. You can't rebuttal that because you know he does. He didn't stop Giannis. He didn't stop Embiid.
Well, he didn't
John ain't
stop.
stopping none of them niggas. I'm talking
He
about he
didn't
done
stop
slowed them down.
Giannis. He didn't stop Embiid. Where y'all come up with this at, man? What did Giannis average?
Do you watch
what,
every? Do you watch
hold on,
every
hold on,
game?
hold on. Before you say stuff like that, make sure you got some numbers because what did Giannis average against us? Because guess what? He didn't stop Brook Lopez when Giannis was out.
I'm not
Did
talking
he?
about what he averaged in a. I'm not talking about what if you watch the games. And
I
people in
watch
the
all
comments
the
that they
games. You
watch,
know that, bro.
so do I.
You know
You
I
know
watch
which
all the
game.
games.
You know which games I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about when I say he stopped certain people. He doesn't even start. So of course he can't stop somebody for an entire game. He can't play
Well,
the whole
let's
game.
not use that word stop because when you say
Okay.
stop to me,
He does better against them than John Collins does.
okay, that's a better. I'll take that statement. That's a better
All right.
statement.
I shouldn't
Now,
have to say that though. You know what I mean?
well, you should, yeah, because I disagree with that.
You fake misconstruing it because you don't agree with it. You know what I mean?
How?
You know what people mean when they say Okongwu is a better center than John Collins, and there's a reason why we can't put
Listen,
John at the 5. He don't have
all I
certain
asked,
skills.
bro, all I asked you, what you said, he has better center skills. All I asked you was, what are the skills? That's all I asked you. I didn't say nothing else. Everything I'm saying after that is just my rebuttal to what you're saying. I ain't leading with nothing. You saying that?
I'm not even saying he's a better player than John Collins. He in his 3rd season. I'm talking
Mm-mm.
about what we've seen from him
So
thus far with his limited minutes. He's not a starting center
what did John average in his 3rd season?
as a starter.
Yeah, what did he average?
You see how I said that as a starter?
Whatever, starter, whatever.
He
What did
averaged more than
John?
Okongwu, but as
You
a starter,
said
right?
didn't you tell me? You said, well, let's compare Okongwu in his 3rd season to John Collins in his 3rd seasons. That's what you said, right?
Man,
Didn't you say that?
his 3rd season was the season after the Pez, wasn't it? Or was
What
that
did
his
he
4th season?
average? What were John Collins' numbers in his 3rd season?
I'm trying to figure. Let me look it up. Let me look it up
Okay,
real
look
quick.
it
Let me
up.
look
Go
it
and
up.
look it up.
Unless you got it, you can tell.
No, I don't have it. That's why I'm asking you. I could pull it up though if you want me to. Oh, Ryan K
I'm
pulled it up.
looking it up right now.
21 and 10.
We in between the Pez seasons right here. Okongwu ain't on no Pez, brother. All natural African strength.
Hey man, everybody knows the PEDs don't make that ball go in the hole, my guy. We all know that. We all know that, my G. Let's come on now.
Now bring some of them commenters up here. Talking
They
about
go
bro
flip
tripping.
right,
Like
now, but hold on. So let's go to the. You said
bring some of them folks.
Bro, you told me let's compare a Okongwu with John Collins.
So this the bottom line. You telling me that John Collins would be a better 5 than Yeko Okongwu. This is all it comes down to. Yes or no? Forget what we talking about.
Listen,
answer the question. Answer the question.
Let me explain my point.
Answer the question, man.
It sound like you're getting a little frustrated, my G.
I'm not.
Listen to me, man. Listen to me. All you said center skills. I said, what are these skills? You would say something, and all I did was say, I think John was better at a certain skill. That's what all I've been doing, just rebutting what you've been saying. I ain't said nothing, bro. All I'm saying is, because listen, this is how I started. I said we both agree John Collins is like an old school power forward. We agree on that, right?
Yeah, we agree.
And all I said was, well, what if we played John as a small ball five? You said your first response was he too small. That's what you said, basically, because you
That's
said
not all I. That's not all I said. Don't say basically. That's not all I said.
no. Okay, here's your exact word. This your exact response. No, because we can't put no more because our best player is too small. That's your exact words. You said nothing after that. Then I said, well, Okongwu is shorter than John. So what's the difference? Then you said
That's because you only
then you
talking
said,
about
hold on,
height.
let me
I
finish
was
it.
never only talking about
Let me
height.
line
You
it
know
out.
that.
Let me lay it out for you because
You stuck on height, bro.
so you don't think I'm not stuck. You brought up height, bro. I didn't bring up height. You brought it up. Am I right or wrong? Did I bring up height,
This
bro?
this what you do. This what you do to mine.
What am I doing?
You pinpoint what people say. You know I'm not only talking about height, bro. Like that's stupid. Why would I only be talking about height?
I didn't say
What
you
are we
were
talking about
only
here?
talking about
Hey
height,
man, let me
bro.
get there real quick,
Bro,
man.
I didn't say that. Listen to me.
Let footy go. Let
Bro,
footy
bro,
go.
bro, bro, bro. Hold on.
Let
Let me
bro
say
go.
this and then I'm gonna let foot go. I didn't just stick on height, man. You said it. And all I said
Look,
was,
man. What is your answer to what is
come on, bro.
what is your answer? Like you really stuck on this height. You really stuck on this height
I'm
and
not stuck on
what
height. And then you said, and then
I'm
bro,
telling you the skill. I'm telling you the skills, and you're not really rebutting. You wasn't rebuttaling much.
Oh,
all
hold
I,
on, man.
bro,
Bro, you
you
all over
said,
the place, bro.
bro, you said you would say
We talking about
something.
JC. I'm right here. We talking about
Okay,
JC.
bro,
It's all about
bro,
JC.
bro. Did you not say, hey, it's not fair if you're gonna compare JC and Okongwu, compare John in his third season? Did you not say that?
Yeah, compare both of them in but
Okay, so
that's still faulty because the whole point of this whole thing, y'all talking about I'm all over the place. The nigga don't start, bro. Like what are we even making comparisons?
No,
Do y'all watch the
it's
games or do
faulty
you not
bro,
because
watch the
listen,
games?
bro,
you
my
keep
God,
running
listen to me,
yourself
man.
into walls.
Listen to me, Ro. You brought up the third season comparison. I didn't bring that up. I didn't say nothing about comparing third seasons. You did.
Bro, all I did was suggest. I said if you gonna come, you was trying to compare. I said if you was trying to compare fifth in the third season. I said if anything, I didn't say that's what we got to do. I said if anything, try to match it up a little better. I didn't say that's what
So
we
I
had to
did.
do.
So I said, okay,
You
let's
was
compare
comparing a
third
fifth
season.
year to a third year or
Okay,
sixth year
well
to a
let's
third
compare
year.
the three. You okay? Well, let's use John Collins' third season and Okongwu's third
But
season.
even in that, John Collins was a starter on a bat getting all the shots he wanted. That's gonna be faulty. So don't even do that.
So why you even bring that up then? Because
No, I'm
guess
just saying,
what,
don't
bro?
even do.
You know why, bro? Because you already knew the answer. You already knew John Collins averaged
Bro, you brought
21
it
points in
up.
his third
Bro, I
season.
know
You knew
John,
that.
I know. I'm telling you, John Collins is not going to start at center. That's my entire ethos in this whole thing. Like y'all going all over the place. My entire
And
thing
all
is
I said,
JC
bro,
is not going to be
and
no small ball
I'm
five.
gonna say this,
I,
and
I, I just
I'm
want to
gonna
address
let
one
Foot go.
thing.
Let me
This
say this real
whole
quick, Foot. Let me
Okongwu.
say this, and then I'm
Go
gonna let you
ahead.
go. Then I'm gonna let you go, Foot. Listen, I believe that John Collins can play small ball five. I'm gonna tell you why. He can defend. He can shoot the ball at all three levels. He could run the pick and roll to perfection. He could run the pick and pop to perfection. Right now, we agree as far as the passing. We could. I'll give you that. I'll say he average or below average. I'll give you that below average. Okay, because I ain't never really seen John really get the ball and look to pass that shit anyway. So I'll give
That's
you
not
that.
what he does. Yeah, that's not what he does.
Right. So I'll give you that. I'll give you that all day. But I believe he could do it. Now, have we seen him have a nice stretch of games doing that? Uh, let me see. I'm trying to remember what he did. Who was our big? No, he never did. Occasionally they would do it, but not for a long stretch of time in the games. And he definitely never started there. Um, but don't get me wrong, I'm high on Okongwu. I'm on the Okongwu bandwagon. I'm one of the people who recently, probably maybe a month or two ago, came around and said, you know what, maybe we do need to start Okongwu. I mean, don't get me
Same.
wrong. Don't
I'm
get me
on the
wrong.
same side.
Don't get me wrong. I've been wanting to get rid of Capella before even a Conwell was even a thought. Because
I fuck with Capella. I don't even mind Capella.
I wanted DeAndre Ayton. Everybody know that already. So
we don't want that weakness.
But I do agree right now. I do believe a Conwell could be the guy. What's good, Foot?
But why is that?
What's happening, everybody? Hey man, I was just got home with my family dinner, laying in the bed, got my iPad. I had to get up on this one, man. Bro, come on, man. That's just Congo, all the stuff you listed at Congo is better than JC at. Come on, man. Better touch around the basket.
You watch the games, bro?
Every day, every time.
So do I, and I know you do.
Every time they come on. So come on, bro.
When have you seen? They are two different players. You're right. Go ahead though. No, go ahead. They are two different players.
Right. So I'd rather play with John Collins at small ball 5. Before Congo.
No, I respect it.
What you're gonna get is you're gonna get more athleticism, and you're gonna get better jump shot. So he can bring the 5 out a little bit more than a Congo, in my opinion. So that's a couple of things, right? Yeah. So would I want him at the 5? No, but I'd rather have JC at the 5 than a Congo. That's just my
whole thing is why we even playing small ball? Why we even playing small ball? Like,
I mean,
that's what who's available though.
What a Congo starting, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be a small team.
We still got Capella. We're not playing small ball. We got Capella.
Oh, well, not with Capella.
He's not going anywhere.
But I think
you're talking about just a set. You're talking about a second set.
Yeah.
Well, let's say this. What we do know is we do go small.
Yeah, we have a small lineup. We
do know that.
We can go with second team.
The reason I said that because the word is the rumors is we supposed to be trying to move Capella. So I'm just looking at if he does get moved, because everybody I seem to speak to, they want a Conwell to start.
I don't.
I want to keep both.
Well, I know you don't. I know your stance for it. I know your stance.
I want to keep both of them.
Exactly.
I want to keep both too.
But this the problem. Now we back to that money problem again. Now, dog.
What problem we had, Demond?
The money, because guess what? A Conwell got to extend a Conwell this year.
Exactly. So how much do you think he's worth?
He gonna get it. Just going by last year numbers, I think he could command $20 million at a minimum.
I will not pay him $20 million. I don't think he do enough.
Who? You're not paying him $20 million?
On his extension.
It depends on what he do this year, man. He gonna get a bigger role. It depends on what he do.
But this the thing right here, guys. This is the thing. They might try to extend him before the season ends. We got up to, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, we got up to October, I think it's October 15th to work an extension out. If not, I think we got to wait to the end of the season. Somebody correct me on that if I'm wrong on that.
I'm not too sure. Actually,
they might be trying to get a deal done early, because you kind of like stuck between a rock and a hard place, right? Because now, remember, he is restricted, but do you want a Conwell to have an amazing season this year, and you paying more than $20 million to keep him due to another team having him sign an offer sheet, and then we got to see if we gonna match it or not?
Hey, I'm glad he restricted. Let's see what he can go command, and we can make that decision. Yeah. Because if he gets signed away, then what we get, like an extra draft pick or something. But yeah, I mean, to me, I like Okongwu. I like him in his role right now until he showed me something different. And that damn jump, you ain't gonna get no jump shot just like that. If he do,
he been hitting him, man.
Now I'll say this. Now I know don't got nothing to do with the NBA game, but if you go watch him when he some of his Chino Hill highlights and USC highlights, he was hitting a little jump. Now he ain't gonna shoot no freaking.
No, I watched him when he was playing with the balls. So I watched a lot of it. Right?
He's playing with who?
The Ball Brothers.
The Ball Brothers.
Oh, I thought
He
you
said
said
the
the
balls.
balls. I was about to say, but you got to say balls after that one.
That's what he said.
He
Ain't
did
that
say the
what he
balls
said?
first. He did say the balls at first.
Oh my
Yeah,
trip.
but even
You didn't
still,
say ball, brother. You said
but
the
even
ball.
still, he was a
I was
decent
trying to
size
cover
in high
for him
school,
too, man.
right?
He said ball brothers. He
That's
said
a
ball
pause
brothers.
moment. I need to get a little button.
Yeah,
Pause.
yeah, no, but but you gotta think that was high school. You ain't gonna have them. That size wasn't there against
But
them.
that's why I said I know
Man,
it
he can
wasn't
shoot that
NBA.
thing, man. That's the bottom line. He can shoot that thing. We see it.
I mean, shit,
Okay.
everybody look good in practice and on the
No,
damn
we've seen it in the
Instagram,
game.
so-
When Snyder had to play for him. Y'all remember that? Thought y'all watched
Well,
the
no, I
games.
know, but that's what I was bringing. That's what I.
I'm looking for consistency.
That's what I was bringing up, bro.
I'm
He
looking
got to
for
have the opportunity. That's what I'm saying.
No,
he
no,
don't
no,
even
no,
get,
no,
he
no,
got
no,
he
no.
need the opportunity. bro.
It's so when a dude shoot a jump shot and clank the hell out of it consistently, they ain't gotta have opportunity. He need work.
No, he don't clank it. He don't miss. He not missing a lot. He don't miss a lot of the mid ranges and them threes, man.
But
He
see,
has missed a lot of them.
In
this
the
the
paint,
thing.
he's solid. Which he
What-
should be. He damn near throwing the ball in the rim at that side.
When he gonna get that? What's the opportunity to be a starter? Is that what you saying, bro? When you say
No.
he need
I'm
the
saying
opportunity?
just more minutes. Just more. I mean, he might play
I
more
mean,
minutes
bro,
with Snyder. It might be a
if you
different
look-
minute setup.
But if you look
Go ahead. I
toward the
think
end
you
of the
finna say one. I'm
season,
finna say Demond. Go ahead.
if you look toward the end of the season, he was getting more minutes than Clint Capella per game. He was getting more minutes. So
If
the
you
only
look when Clint was out, he was starting.
yeah, the only other thing he can get is starter minutes. That's it. I mean, he was getting 20 plus minutes a night, bro.
Then closing out the games and
Closing out the
What's
games
not
because
talked
Clint
about,
can't shoot shit,
he
hit free
fouled too
throws,
damn
nothing.
much.
So I
fouled
mean,
too
he
much.
was getting 20, 25 minutes a night when Quinn got here. So I mean, how many more minutes does he need to get, bro, for you to say he's getting a legit opportunity? You there, bro? Oh, he might have dropped off. He'll come back.
I think still there.
Oh,
Bro.
he's still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, did you
Yo.
hear what I said?
Yeah, I heard everything you said. I said I was looking up his stats real quick, just his
Oh.
advanced stats. I'm just looking them up because
So
I'm not like
so-
I'm
don't
watching.
look at
He's
that
got
stats,
more.
though. Look at them stats.
I'll look at both. I mean,
bro going in and out.
but shit, I think the point he making is that part of it is John Collins' fault. It's not just that his growth was stunted by the organization.
What do you blame John Collins on?
Clint got
right.
three-
Right.
Clint got
Back
three
to
more minutes-
originally
three
what
more
I was
minutes
saying.
today,
Yeah.
you know.
What you blame John Collins on, Tangy?
No, he was saying what I was saying. I'm just gonna finish what I was saying because I never really finished it because we got on that little
Go
tangent
ahead.
about
Go ahead,
that
then,
small
Ro.
ball shit. But my thing was he just didn't advance enough for what we need. He's not an advanced enough power forward for what we need to do. That's the
I
bottom
beg
line,
to-
honestly.
I
And
beg
the
to
Hawks
differ.
agree with me, obviously.
I beg to differ because you don't be a 20 and 10 guy a couple years ago, then become kind of almost up and down non-existent, right?
You can. It
So-
happens. What do you mean?
No, it happens for other reasons, right? Because his skills is good. His skill set is good enough to rebound and get points. The problem I had, he was out on the perimeter too damn much.
Facts.
You know.
That's
So-
the NBA.
Facts.
Well, yeah.
Like,
yeah,
what
but-
you mean? You
but-
got to
but-
shoot threes.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
If you
No,
don't,
always
you
have
lose
nothing
it.
him. The problem is how our team is constructed, right? Trey is the scorer, right? So you want to pull people out to get to the lane. Now everybody keep talking about what's the name gonna play this 5-out type offense. It again, yeah.
Bro,
you need
Trey,
to shoot
bro,
the ball.
Trey draws in three. Trey draws in three defenders every time he drives. You know how many times we watch him kick it out to somebody, to John Collins or Dre Hunter, and they brick that bitch? I've seen it a lot the last 2 years, my brother.
Well, shit, you saw the right last when Trey was breaking threes.
Hey, it happens. We live and die
Exactly.
with him right now.
That's my point. It happens.
We live.
So,
I'm saying we live and die with him, but he's a dual. He's dual skilled. The only
end of-
dual
listen.
skilled person on the team. He can
At the end
pass the
of the
ball
day.
out. John Collins not passing the ball out. He's
the
the
end of the
ending
day.
shooter.
Hell, I don't want him to pass. I want him to go to the rack more.
So, Ro,
Whatever he does, I'm just saying you can't. If Trey, you can say, all right, he was off. Trey was dishing that motherfucker. He averaged the most fucking assists he ever did this year. So he's a dual threat. So okay, his shot wasn't on. He passed it. He got to be able to pass it out to the wing, out to the three, and you got to be able to hit that shit. That's the bottom line, and that's what Snyder wants, and that's what we're gonna be doing. I don't know what y'all think we
So I could. So
gonna be shooting threes like a motherfucker, dog. You
So
either
you
gonna hit them
agree-
threes or you gone.
So you agree with me when I be posting on Twitter saying Jalen Johnson better come in here being able to shoot threes?
Yeah, we be talking to each other. You done said that to me 100 times, bro, and I'm telling you.
I have. Okay.
Yeah, you have. You
Must
be
be
talking to
the
me
garage.
mostly when you say that.
It's be the garage, man.
But nah, Jalen, I agree. Jalen gonna have to show up because he definitely gonna have a bigger role.
Well, let me ask you this, Ro, and then we're gonna holler at the homeboy Mike. What's a good percentage that Jalen Johnson needs to shoot from three for him? For you to say he needs to keep starting game after game.
What 3-point percentage?
Yeah, because you said we find these threes up. So
man, I feel like he can hit at least 38.
Wait,
ain't
you
that
said
league
what?
average? Ain't that league average?
38?
No, not 30. I'm thinking about field goal.
Oh, I'm about to say 38.
I'm thinking about field goal. Like I don't know, like 30. Like 30. I mean, he can shoot if he can hit what John hit in any season. In his first season starting, he could build on that, man. He could build on that. I'm not even worried about. I'm worried about Sadiq Bey. Sadiq Bey is a better shooter than John Collins, by the way.
Absolutely.
Sadiq Bey a better shooter than Jalen Johnson, and he played a four. So Jalen Johnson,
he started.
Might
so
find his ass. Jalen Johnson might find his ass on the bench if that three.
He may. Whoever the best shooter is.
I'm just.
It ain't
Well,
gonna be
we know
John.
who the best shooter is Sadiq Bey. That's not a debate. We know that. That's not even a debate.
Right. It ain't.
Sadiq Bey shot 40% from three. Them 25 games he was with us. Jalen Johnson shot what 28, 27%.
And even if Jalen Johnson shoots a little bit under John Collins, he could pass. He can dribble, he can take it to the rack. He can do more. He's more of a future forward.
So
now y'all getting what I'm saying.
You already got your stuff already laid out. So if Jalen Johnson come out here shooting 30% from three, breaking, that's your response. Well, he passing and doing all this other stuff, right?
That John wasn't doing, and still dunking it and still punching that shit on people.
Just making sure because he
got John. Everybody on the team got John's best skill, bro.
They got what?
Everybody on the team has John Collins' best skill already.
What's that?
Who better?
You know what John? Tell me what John Collins' best skill is.
No, you tell me.
No, I know. I want y'all to say it because we all know it. I'm asking the question. What's John Collins' best skill?
No, what is it that they have?
Handshakes.
There you go. There you go.
I think
John Collins' best skill is pick and roll, which is mainly because of Trey, and dunking and punching that motherfucker, dog. That's his best skill is dunking. I'm not gonna lie to you.
How you just say that then and then not
I'm saying everybody on the team has that skill already.
Not that recent statement. Just I know because I've been listening for a while though, but like not basically when it comes to John Collins. All right, number one, man, I ain't the biggest John Collins guy. So those who don't know me, I don't want you to take it as that way.
Mike's been trying to trade him for 3 years. If y'all ain't know.
All right, yeah, appreciate it, Demond. But I'm just saying, like, ain't no way you can talk John Collins' tenure with the Hawks and just really come away from it and just like, yeah, Clint messed the man up, bro. The organization deciding to have a center like Clint Capella messed the organization up. And to be honest with you, the same thing is going to happen with Jalen Johnson. Everybody know I wanted Clint Capella gone before, say, JC. I would have liked to send JC with Quinn more than I want to see Clint with Quinn. Because I already know Clint definitely don't fit what it is that he wants to do. And he's not, Rudy about to be 3-time, year defensive player of the year.
Rudy wasn't Rudy.
I mean, but I'm saying, Rudy, that's not finna happen right now. You know what I'm saying, with his style of play. So the only other type of center, and we talking about new age basketball, whatever, it got to be a stretch center too, so that if the best, literally, you like we just saying, John Collins' best skill set, pick and roll, and he can finish around the rim. It just need those attempts rolling to the rim and stuff like that. Bro, it'd easily be at 18 to 20 just off that alone, but that went to those opportunities went to zero basically once we got Clint Capella, and he couldn't do that anymore. So in a sense, you kind of was like, they stunted me, a bit or whatever. Like they literally took my strongest suit. But if you had a center that's like, say, Sabonis at least. I don't even want to throw that in there. Somebody who can at least come out, then John Collins can be in his strength. Yeah, not all the time, but at least a part of it. Like with Clint, it was Clint or die with the pick and roll, bro, and everybody else had to be off of it, ready to catch and shoot. And then you can blame Nate for all the other stuff or whatever, though. But it started with Clint because you can't even for a second try and move Clint off the pick and roll, because if Clint not in the pick and roll involved or whatever, he is completely useless on offense. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to have spacing for Trey and DJ or whatever to get to the mid and for them to do their thing, for Trey to do his floater and stuff. So you can't have no really, two kind of guys in the paint, kind of not too far off, not too often at least or whatever. So yeah, man.
That's why Jalen fit better. You said is why Jalen fits better.
What I'm saying, but Clint gonna be in the way though. Still,
he not gonna be in the way.
Yeah, because Jalen can't shoot.
Exactly.
Jalen can do everything. Like, you don't know the possibilities we have with having him dishing the ball.
On that, bro. I'm not disagreeing with that. I just keep bringing up the fact that Clint is still going to be an issue, bro. Like, if
what type of center should we get then? That's what I want to ask you.
AD,
they're not falling out the sky, bro. They're not falling out the sky.
You can't even shoot a 15-footer.
Yeah, Okongwu can.
Well, I mean, okay. I mean, I get that. I venture into like we probably gonna need to see that, but we still got Clint here. Like them folks, I don't know. Like
you just want Clint off the team. You just down with Clint, bro. That's what it sounds like. You just want Clint off the team. That's what it sounds like.
I mean, if it came down to all right, I already knew we was gonna do a salary dump. We made a salary dump move last season. I mean, everybody can go into how they feel about players, but at the end of the day, the way we do it, the type of moves that it is just to clear salary. All right, boom. Knew it was coming. I preferred it been Clint. That's all. I would have preferred it been Clint.
The problem with that, why we got to stick with Clint, is because you either got to develop a center like that, or if you paying for those, all the top centers, all the top big men in the league that can stretch the floor we gonna have to pay for that, bro. Like we're gonna have to pay a hefty penny for most of them guys.
That's why I wanted DeAndre Ayton.
I mean,
we would have had to draft him.
If not, we got to pay for draft it, like we've been trying to draft everything else.
We've been trying. I feel like we've been trying to draft.
We got mold now though, but I don't know. I mean, we drafted Double Low, but he just shorter. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's kind of why we stuck with Clint right now, because those guys don't just fall out the sky, man. Those guys develop on teams. Jokic developed on a team, and all them niggas.
So now we just waiting on Jalen Johnson. Hey, so now we just waiting on Jalen Johnson to tell the organization, thanks for studying my growth. Not get.
Now he stuck his own growth.
So y'all wouldn't
his growth is already past John Collins, bro. He
wouldn't have wanted to pay.
Bro, he can't shoot.
Situation was.
Are you serious, bro?
We could have paid Nas.
He can't shoot, man.
Not you, Mike. Jalen Johnson
he can't shoot.
Y'all focused on something that's not even a big gap.
Wait.
It's not gonna be a big gap,
bro. I know you're not sitting up here saying him not being able to shoot the three and not being able to shoot is not a big deal.
You talking about one? It is a big deal, but you're talking about one skill. It is huge, but you're talking about one skill.
So what do you think, Jalen Johnson?
Do you realize that Jalen Johnson is a way more talented player than John Collins has ever been?
Hold on.
Are we talking about shooting?
Bro, what you really think Jalen Johnson role in the offense going to be with Trae Young and DeJounte Murray on the floor? What you really think this guy's going to do?
Bro, you think having three playmakers on the floor is a bad thing?
He's not getting the ball, bro. You don't understand that. He's not
Who's Trae Young going to get assists to?
Hold up. When is he gonna get the ball? He's not bringing it down when Trae on the court, when Murray on the court. When
he can, he has. He can.
Not consistently, bro.
It don't have to be consistent. Bro, he can get the pass and dish it. Please watch it. Please watch the Jalen Johnson highlight.
Few assists from Trae.
I bet you can count on your hands
get some transition points
with Trae Young and Murray on the court. I bet
you. Man, once Jalen Johnson start, man, y'all gonna see, bro.
Hey, man,
that's all I gotta say.
Been trying for 5 years, 6 years.
No, this all I'm saying, man. This all I'm saying. What trips me out is how people come up and everybody got different criteria for players that they like, but won't hold those same players to the same criteria they hold the players they don't like.
I'm not disagreeing with you that he can't shoot better than John Collins. I'm telling you that he's a more skilled player. What you talking about?
No, he's
shooting.
more
I
athletic.
never denied that.
That's one thing. That's one thing that I didn't expect you to agree with. But we could put more athletic on the board. Let's keep going. He's more athletic. You said that. What's another one? He's a better playmaker.
He's a better playmaker.
All right, let's say another.
What play, bro? Y'all keep saying playmaker. He's not gonna have the ball like that.
He can put. We've seen him put the ball on the floor and dish it to different people in transition. John Collins can never dribble in transition. He's never gonna do it. He doesn't do it. That's what I'm saying.
You said playmaker.
So when we not playmaker,
bro, he is a playmaker. Please, y'all don't. I feel like y'all don't. I feel like y'all have never seen him play, bro. This is crazy.
Dude, if you've been on this channel, I've been watching dudes since 10th grade.
No, I watch y'all. I heard you say that before I even got on here. I've watched it.
Y'all get playmaker mixed up with transition basket and dish dropping it off. That's not a
no. We've seen him in a set too. He's been in a set too. No, we've seen him in a set. We've seen him in a set as well. It's not just on the break. That's what I'm telling you.
Let me ask you this: what's your definition of playmaker?
A nigga who makes plays.
Someone who makes plays, bro. Whether that's scoring or assisting. What is a play? Whether it's scoring or assisting?
No, I'm asking you. Your definition of a playmaker.
Scoring and assisting is playmaking. It's both together. That's literally the definition of playmaking.
John Collins can do that. Everybody on the team can do that.
Scoring and assisting.
Yeah.
Scoring.
All of them get assists.
Scoring and assisting.
Yes, all of them get assists.
John Collins can assist. John Collins is a passer. John Collins can assist. John Collins gets consistent.
That's why I asked you a question. You got go look at the stats. Everybody get assists. You said
you asking me for semantics. I'm telling you what a playmaker is.
No. I'm asking you what's a playmaker to you. So I just showed you.
No, I'm not telling you what a playmaker is to me. I'm telling you what a playmaker is to the NBA.
What's your definition?
My definition is the same as the NBA's. Is what I'm telling you.
Huh?
No, it's the same as the National Basketball League. A playmaker is a combination of passing and scoring.
I'm gonna tell you like this, gang. If Jalen Johnson is not shooting 33, 35% from three,
here you go with your shit.
Let me finish real quick. Let me finish. If he's shooting 33, 35% from three, you ain't gotta worry about playmaking because Sadiq Bey gonna be out there. So you ain't gonna have to worry about that because I believe that Quinn Snyder, he know we can't play team defense.
Y'all in the chat, look up what a playmaker is, man. Come back and put it.
No, you tell me your definition.
Listen.
It's the NBA's definition. Look it up on it.
Listen. Quinn Snyder know we can't play no damn defense. He know that. I believe the reason he going to this type of offense is we're going to try to come out here and outscore these teams. I think that's what we're going to try to do. To be honest, I believe we probably gonna be top 5 in 3-point attempts. Now, I'm not gonna say percentage because we can't even hit the mugs really, but we definitely gonna be up there in attempts because I believe that we can't. He believes that we can't really stop nobody from scoring the basketball, and we definitely ain't made no moves personnel wise to fix that. So if Jalen Johnson not hitting them threes, bro. He might be stuck at that 15-minute per night mark that he was last year. What's your thoughts on that?
His defense better be all NBA if he ain't hitting no threes.
Yeah, John Collins played all NBA defense.
Y'all know.
So his defense got to be all NBA.
That boy Bay on that contract year.
Yeah, he gonna ball out. He done dropped 50 before. I expect him to ball out.
He not gonna get PT like that or whatever, man. Quinn don't necessarily like young players like that, man. Then you're gonna have to do something, you know. I mean, he intrigued by JJ. That's the thing about it. He intrigued by JJ, but
JJ and AJ.
But if JJ does come back and if he does do good from three, then he'll take.
And he's leagues better than JC.
As long as Sadiq is shooting the way he is, he's gonna be out there.
He can play power forward. What do you mean take Sadiq's spot?
Somebody mentioned you.
They both play the 4 spot.
They can both. I'm saying they can both play. I'm saying you can play him at the 3. You can kind of interchange them. You really don't have to take one for the other.
What are you talking about?
If that shit happens, I'm dropping Dre. If what y'all saying happens, you don't need Dre. If he don't improve.
If who don't improve?
I mean, they're gonna move around different lineups, but I'm saying Sadiq is starting, and he's gonna get more minutes because his shot is better. And he's been in the league longer.
And he's a scorer.
Well,
Right.
I'll say this.
He's out there to score, but
It
Jalen
sounds like
Johnson
we could have a good
defense.
problem at forward. That's what it sounds like to me.
Clint-
It sounds like we
Clint-
could have a good problem at forward.
No, until JJ step up.
It's kind of the same
I'm saying
thing.
if he do.
It's kind of the same thing we got at the 5 with Clinton
Okongwu.
Oh no, it ain't even close.
No,
I'm saying it's good to have this depth problem, bro.
It's
It's
not
good to
that
have this
same.
problem.
Well,
No
the
comparison.
Clint Conwu is not a good problem
But
because
y'all should want JJ to be better.
Clint don't fit what we
Yeah,
trying
we
to do.
do.
Clint makes our forwards worse. So Clint is like
We need that interior defense, though, man. We need where else we gonna get that from? That's that in that package with the rebounding
But
package.
see, that's what, bro. But that's why I'm telling you. I believe now. This is just my opinion. I'm just speculating.
Please don't say John.
I believe that he don't think we can play team. Look, Clint is a good help defensive guy. Collins was a good help defensive guy. Guess what? We still gave up 120 points a game. Okay, I believe that he don't think we can really. We don't have the personnel to really improve defensively. I'm just speculating. I'm just giving my opinion. I think that's why he wants us to go more offensive. Didn't he went and his whole staff offensive except one guy? Didn't he go over there and get like the best offensive mind from France or whatever Matt was saying? Some nonsense like that. Who's the defensive? How many defensive assistants did he go get? One, if that. I think we're gonna come out here and we're gonna try to put up 120, 125 a night, 130 on some good nights, and just try to outscore the team. Because let me ask y'all this. Y'all give me your opinion on this. We give up 120 points a night. What has the Hawks done to make you say, oh, we're gonna be a better defensive team this year? Anybody?
Get Wesley Matthews.
And he ain't finna play but 5 minutes. And he my age. So I mean, like, I don't understand. Like, bro, man, listen. Unless you're gonna say these dudes and got better, I guess, smarter defensively. What we gonna say? They're gonna put forth more effort. How we gonna stop the other team from scoring the ball?
Hawks DNA gonna do it.
What are you stupid?
I'm just saying,
Hawks
man.
DNA, dog. That Hawks DNA. So that's just my theory. That's just a theory I came up with. I said, yeah, this dude just trying to have us outscore all the other teams. He like F it because we got who Dre our best defender. I mean, does anybody know how did we get better defensively?
I don't know. JJ might be our best defender.
And if he can't shoot, you can't have him out there with Capella. His ass can't shoot. So I mean, bro.
Yeah,
listen,
nah, man.
That's why I pray Jalen Johnson. I pray Jalen Johnson can shoot 35% from three. I'm praying, bro. Really, I'm praying for that.
We gonna see, man. It's all speculation. We gonna see.
Now
we can't play. Now we won't be able to play defense.
What you mean? Now we won't. We ain't playing.
I'm saying you don't think we can improve. You just saying Snyder. No, we can't play defense.
That's a question. I said, well, you tell me, how do we improve defensively in this offseason?
Without you thinking we can't improve by subtraction?
We did.
No, I'm asking you. This is what I'm asking you, bro. This is a question. Tell me, how did we get better defensively this offseason?
Can't really tell you that because we don't know the schemes. Like that's something we don't know.
But
that's a question. That's a question nobody can answer.
But we coming back with the same players, right?
No, we're not.
Who we coming back with? That's new.
We coming back without JC. It's new roles. It's new minutes. Like it's new schemes. Like we don't know nothing right now. That's why.
But you coming back with the same players, correct?
Yeah, I mean we don't really have nobody. We got
out there minus
we got the same guys. Yeah, sure.
So you tell me, how did we get better defensively? You coming back with the same core guys.
I mean, Jalen Johnson might play better defense. Y'all acting like he a bad defender. Like
I didn't say he's a
good defender.
You a question?
He's decent.
You ain't told me that.
You say he's decent? You think he's decent?
Yes.
All right. I guess we're gonna see, right?
So we're gonna be a better.
All I know is that I told y'all before, but this season, bro, this season is based on Jalen Johnson. That's all. That's the only thing that matters, bro. If Jalen Johnson do everything. If Jalen Johnson does everything that he's supposed to be able to do or whatever, we should be a pretty good team.
I believe in Quinn Snyder. I believe in Quinn.
That's Dre and
It's the players, man.
No, I mean that's fine. It's the players, it's the coach as well. I mean, I'm just saying I believe his schemes are gonna benefit us a lot more than Nate's did. But I know how y'all feel about Nate.
Me personally, I don't give a fuck who the coach. I don't give a fuck. As long as we win,
you should give a fuck who the coach is.
I care about wins or losses. That's what I care about.
All right.
Okay. So when I say wins and losses, that's playoffs. That's regular season. That's all I care about. I don't care how we get them, but how do we get them? I'm just asking.
Pat Riley was just moving around winning championships.
Who?
I'm just saying multiple coaches then moved around getting championships, but the coaches don't matter, right?
I mean, not for the Atlanta Hawks, don't.
Well, something going to have to change because we ain't never won shit. So maybe the coach should fucking matter.
How many coaches?
Maybe the coach should matter.
Atlanta since we've been in Atlanta. What the fuck have we won?
Hey man, what is that? Oh, ESPN. Now we had our last good coach was Bud, man, and he won the championship with Milwaukee. So obviously the coach mattered because he did a lot with us.
The players matter. He had better players in Milwaukee, yes or no?
He had a bona fide superstar, something we never had.
Damn right, exactly, and they could defend too.
But you worried about Giannis. Look what he did with that team. He was obviously a great coach. Obviously, he won a champ.
Listen, man.
What?
All right, bro. We got
listen to me, bro.
here.
Listen to me, bro.
Bro.
When I say I don't care,
what's a good coach? Now let him speak.
When I tell you, when I tell you, I don't care who the coach is. This is what I mean. I don't care if it's Quinn Snyder or Boo the fucking fool. Win the game. That's all I care about. So I asked y'all, how are we going to win more games? And your response when I said, how did we get better defensively? You won't have a response.
I had a response. I had a
Jalen Johnson, bro.
I had a response.
Oh, that's right. Jalen Johnson gonna save the day. Right?
Team defense is gonna save the day, bro. That's why I keep talking about coaching. Team defense is gonna save the day.
Okay, well, let me ask you this, bro. Since
we have good on-ball defenders. We have Dre. We have the DeJounte as a guard defender. We have people, bro.
Since we got good team defense, how many points were we giving up with the same core players and Quinn Snyder was the coach? In his 25 games in the playoffs, what were we giving up?
We already went through this on another live, man. He wasn't implementing his entire scheme. We all know that. We all know that, bro. What are we talking about? We all know.
Hey, what about at guard? What do y'all think, like in terms of our defense from last year to the changes in the players that we got this year?
At the guard position, at the end of the day, all you can really ask is for Trey to maintain what he did last year. I think he almost gave us a steal and a half. I think that's amazing.
He's gotten better every season.
I think that's amazing. If he can just give us what he gave last year, I mean, but bro, at the end of the day, man, like you saw the good teams. They were trying to get Trey on that pick and roll. They were trying to get that switch. My bad, not the pick and roll. They were trying to get Trey to switch on him, man. I mean, at the end of the day, bro, it ain't really nothing.
Yeah, they kept doing that. Like,
it ain't really nothing he can do about it, but try to.
I mean, most guards get 100, man. Like, it's not nothing new. All
small
guards get 100.
Small guards get
Luka get 100 like a motherfucker. He's 6'7" for nothing.
Hey, listen, because he's not athletic. That's his problem.
Right? Yeah, because he can't. That's his disadvantage. That's his disadvantage. He's not athletic.
You just gotta not be lazy. That's all it is, man. That's the main thing right there.
I'm just saying we
so we
the
need
point
more
is the point is they all get 100. So there's not nothing just exclusive to Trey.
Well, no, that's not everybody don't get 100. So let's
Curry gets 100. They all get 100, bro.
John Morant.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
John Morant get 100. They all get 100.
Everybody don't. You get hunted because. But you get hunted because they know that you ain't gonna do anything or try anything. Like soon as if you get hunted, say that happens, you can stop it within a couple possessions. If you just sit there and be worked and don't make it easy, and they see that it ain't going like that, bro, like it will stop. But you'll continue to get hunted when you just sit there and Yeah, basically don't do anything and just die and just let them get the ball and turn around and something like that and just go to ball. It's gonna keep happening.
Basically,
every
you get 100.
every time down the floor.
You get 100 when you're soft. Let's just keep it 100.
Most point guards are soft except for the defensive ones. Then, I mean,
well, I'm saying,
what are we saying?
That's probably that new era lame stuff that I just don't accept.
Who is not?
Like,
Who's not?
Chris Paul isn't soft.
Chris Paul is not gonna get 100. You're right.
Chris Paul.
But Chris Paul is not but Chris Paul is a defensive point guard, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
But as soon as you get past Chris Paul, because Chris Paul is an OG and old and about to retire. Once you get past that, yeah, these new age point guards are generally soft. And me personally, I don't like it. Like that's
all right. You can call it soft, or you can call it they don't play defense.
Really like it.
Either way, the era is over.
Defense and soft is two different things for me.
But it's like all of the top point guards. You can't think of one that don't get 100 and don't play defense. Yeah, you talking about Chris Paul? Chris Paul is of a different era. And Chris Paul was never.
Don't get 100. SGA don't get 100. He a point guard.
SGA can play defense.
Right.
He's a dual guard.
He don't get 100. He a point guard.
But if DJ was at point guard, if DJ was at point guard, he wouldn't get 100. He wouldn't get 100.
Yeah, because he, like you said, he a tall point guard.
Even though you can take advantage.
SGA is a dual guard.
But he gonna put that work in, huh?
Halliburton get 100.
Yeah, do you see what we're talking about? We're talking about point guards that don't play defense. You keep bringing up point guards that play defense, like Chris Paul and SGA. Next you're gonna bring up Marcus Smart.
Hold on, I'm talking about
but these are defensive specialists. No, these are point guards though.
Trey is not a defensive specialist. A defensive specialist is the boy from Georgia Tech, like Alvarado. See, I was purposely not naming him or Mark Smart. But that's even higher though. Mark Smart actually scores. Alvarado, in my opinion, I feel like he don't too much even look to score. And I was trying my best not to name anybody like that. A DJ or SGA, yeah, they play defense, but they definitely have offensive responsibility. They can't just sit there and take offense off.
Right. I'm talking about players like Trey. Luka is a comparable player. Steph, they don't play defense. They're high offensive players.
That's different though. I don't excuse no NBA player like that, no matter the position though, bro. For me, I don't.
No, you shouldn't.
This is basketball. Right. You have to play both sides of the ball. I do not accept that. Oh, he's just an offensive guy. Like, no, this is not soccer where you're a designated forward and you get to stay whatever all this type of stuff and everything. Like you don't even shoot at the rim. Like I fully agree. Everybody do everything. Like you can't. Like
Trey's been going up every single year.
Trey ain't got to be Gary Payton, but we gave him his credit already. What he did towards the tail end of the season, the second half of the season.
Did you hear what I said?
Like we be doing good.
Did you hear what I said?
What his steals?
Trey has gotten better defensively. Every single season he's been.
Trey issue is inconsistency.
It's going up. No, I'm saying it's going up. I'm just saying
it is going up. I'm not arguing that and denying that. I give him his credit. His problem
he's not going to turn into Gary Payton overnight. That's not how it works.
When you start from not trying and not doing anything, yeah, you're going up just from starting to try. And now it's like getting to the point of him trying on a consistent basis. And he see the more that he do give effort, hey, I can get some steals. So now he got to start, really getting the IQ on top.
Do you agree he's been giving more effort? Do you agree he's giving more effort on defense in the past years? And if you say no, I can show you. I can show you something that says yes.
Bro, what are you talking about? We all said that, bro.
Yeah, but nobody said he hasn't. I thought I just acknowledged him.
Right.
And all I said is being more.
So what are we talking about? If he's getting better, y'all expect him to be Gary Payton next year?
No. Who keep the conversation going, guys?
He got to get better. He got to get better at consistency because last season, bro, he started the season off shooting horrible from the field. We all know that. And also the steals and stuff really start taking up towards the second half, like after like January or so. So all it is with Trey, game in and night out, we'll have less of the games that Damon say we tricked off. We'll have just from him being the leader and the top of the thing, whatever, like everything will go up. Like, so stuff like that. JJ being whatever everybody say he is, and Trey Young taking another step and getting consistent in his defense and everything, yeah, we'll be a lot better defensively because a lot of our defensive issues, to be honest, in the past was because of Trey. So Trey continue to get better there. We'll be better defense.
And that's what I said. And you know what? That's what I said. I said last year he gave us 1.5 steals a game. I said if he could just give us that defense that he gave us last year, but just do it a little bit more consistency. Let's not wait till January, the second half of the season. But you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, that you said that, Mike, the thing popped in my head is sometimes now I'm wondering, does his defense go as his offense goes? Because, you know, he picked up the defense in the second half, which his shooting started improving like end of December, January. So, but, you know, I think what Trey gave us last year, 1.5 steals, I take that. That's way better than what he's been.
I think he's going to do that again.
And that's what I said. If he can just give us if at a minimum he give us the same shit he gave us last year, that's one, right? But what I also said in a couple, I think I said in the playoffs, I said what I want Trae Young to do is when they try to switch on him, I want him to accept the challenge. That's what I want him to do, and it go back to what Mike said today, because people. Listen, this is what I tell my son, and this is a life comment right here. People not gonna mess with you when they know you willing to take it to a level they ain't ready to go. They not gonna keep hunting him if he just gonna be like, go and do that switch. So I may not stop the person, but maybe pester him to where they be like, man, I don't feel like fucking with this guy today.
He's pretty good at pestering. He be chipping.
And that's what I'm saying. But I don't like when he run from the switches, because there's some game where he will not take that switch. I want him to
because he's gonna get killed. Shit.
I don't care. I don't care if he gets killed. I want him to step up and say, let's go. Give me the challenge. And if they score, they score. These NBA players. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Maybe you gotta communicate better though. Because you don't just switch. How they usually attack them is usually what involved? A pick and roll, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so number 1, 2, on top of that, you normally want the guy who's guarding the man who's going to set the pick to call out and communicate what you and your teammate are going to do. It's not going to be the man who's on the top on the ball because he's going to get screened. So he doesn't.
I'm banking on team defense, man. I'm team defense.
But this is team defense. That's what I'm saying though. But Trey can't get away from it because this is going to help him not get hunted. Because if he knows they're going to set the pick to try and get him switched on to the ball,
Donovan Mitchell got hunted too, man.
Or other things.
Bro, not listening, bro. I'm
listening. No, I'm listening. I'm listening to you. I'm just saying the obvious things, bro.
And then when the All-Star break
comes, too, though, like
is Damon the only person that think coaching doesn't matter in here? Just a general question. Damon, you don't have to answer.
Bro, who said coaching don't matter?
I think y'all overrate the coaching.
Who said coaching don't matter, bro?
What you said then? What you say?
What I said was, I don't care who the coach. I want to win the game. What does that mean? This is what it means. Hold up.
So you do not care about who the coach is?
Listen to me. So you don't have to speculate a guess. I'm going to tell you right now. It means this. Y'all, people like to come in here and pick apart all these X's and O's. Well, this guy does this. This coach don't do that. This coach developed.
Bro, I get what you're saying. If you was the coach and we was winning, I would be happy with you, bro.
Just come in here, take this team, and win games. That's what I want. So whether it's Quinn Snyder, I don't care if it's Quinn Snyder. I don't care if it's Nate McMillan. I don't care about the name. I want somebody to come in here and win games. Let me tell you what I've been seeing, Ro.
We're not talking about the name. We're talking about the schemes, bro.
The name, the coach. The coach come with the scheme. They all go together, Ro. So you trying to nitpick now? Come on.
I'm not nitpicking. I'm just saying. I'm saying who's the better coach. We have a better coach now. Do you not agree that we have a better coach?
I agree. Yeah.
All right. That's all I want. That's all I want.
Way better. But
guess what? He win more than the other coach.
But I'm gonna tell you this. You can't.
The man had top defense.
Let me say something, Ro. Because this is what y'all like to do. You like to come in here and give passes. This dude, when we got to the playoffs, the defense was awful. He had 25 games to put something together.
He's not going to be able to do that in 20. Nobody's going to do that in 25 games, bro. He didn't implement his whole. He didn't implement his.
I need to add.
He did something with the offense.
Yeah, he did something with the offense because we're not even set up. We're not even set up defensively.
So he was
set up to. We don't have no. We was coming off of Nate McMillan.
So it's possible that he could have done something for the defense.
Hey, bro, have you coached before, bro?
Bro, do y'all agree? Do y'all agree that Snyder is a better coach or not, bro? That's the question.
Listen,
hey,
man.
Bro.
Y'all know the dude had top offenses and defenses with Utah, right? Y'all know that, right?
That's the question, bro.
And guess what I know, bro?
What are those two stars?
Bring that up since you're gonna bring that up,
Bro,
I'm gonna bring
they had
this
a
up for you.
3-time defensive player of the year.
And what has he done since he left Snyder?
No,
What
it
has
ain't
he
matter what he
done?
does since he left
No,
Snyder,
it was
but
a
also
scheme, bro. It was a scheme. That's
No,
why
it
that's why his
wasn't.
numbers are down.
No, it wasn't a scheme. But at the same time,
All
don't you
right,
understand that he's older now? I mean, how old was he then, though?
Bro,
It's different legs,
bro.
it's different knees, bro.
Do you realize the year before he won Defensive Player of the Year, the next year his numbers were down after he left? Like, do you? Are we talking about Rudy Gobert, right?
Yes, I'm talking about Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, where did Rudy Gobert go again?
Where does Rudy Gobert play right now?
Minnesota.
Play in Minnesota, man.
How many years has he been there?
1.
I mean, I don't know. Didn't
Yeah,
he get
you
hurt
acting
too
like
or
he been
something?
there for like 3-4 years and then dropped off.
Well, no, he only been there
Right,
1
like
year.
he
been
was
there
just
1
the
year,
Defensive
man.
Player of the Year the other
He been there
year.
one-
He's been
bro,
there
he been
1
there
year,
1
man.
year, and his role is not the same in Minnesota as it was in Utah.
Bro,
In
it was the
Minnesota-
scheme. The
in
scheme was
Minnesota-
funnel
listen,
everybody
okay,
to Rudy.
Okay, well, let me ask you this, bro. Since you loving this scheme so much, I'm gonna ask you this: why the fuck the scheme didn't work in the playoffs for Quinn Snyder? Then give me your excuse.
It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. You're not going to do anything in 25 games is such a minute.
No.
You thought we was going to go to the championship about 25 games, my boy?
In Utah, why his scheme didn't work in the playoffs? In Utah.
He had conflicting players. We talked about this before, too. No, I know. Yeah, I'm telling you, he had conflicting players.
So it's the scheme fault. He blew a 3-1.
Bro, he did. It's a miracle what he did, and I'm not the only one that's ever said this.
No,
it's a miracle. It's a miracle. It's a miracle what he did. No, I'm saying the same. It's a miracle what he did with that team, bro. That team was not supposed to be a number 1 seeded team.
What were they supposed to be?
Those teams weren't supposed to be number 1 offense and number 1 defense teams.
He
Different
did
years.
that 1 year.
I'm not saying it's the same.
He did that 1 season.
He had the number 1 defense 1 season. He had the number 1 offense another season. How many other coaches had that? How many coaches?
Why his shit don't work in the playoffs?
I just told you.
He had
conflicting players. Them niggas did not work well together.
Bro, how many years was he in Utah, Ro?
We talked about this.
7 years.
7 years.
Hold up,
7 years.
So let's
7 years. 7 years.
How many times he went to the playoffs with Utah?
I said a lot of times.
Actually, he was there 8 years. How many years he went with Utah to the playoffs?
I think his 8th straight was with us. So 7.
How many times did he go out in the first or second round?
He went out a couple times. He went out a few times.
Hold up, bro. I'm going somewhere. Listen to me. So
I know where you're going. I know where you're going, bro. You're saying that Utah. You don't think we better than them Utah teams?
No. Don't do that.
Do you think we better? Do you think? All right, ask me your question.
Don't switch it, bro.
No, I'm not moving the goalpost. I'm not moving the goalpost. It's within my argument about it. I was going to say it anyway.
See what you're trying to do?
Hey man, you sound just like Matt.
When I back you in the corner,
ask your question, bro. Ask your question, bro. Ask your question.
Why? Let's start off. Why the scheme didn't work in 7 years? 7 years he took Utah to the playoffs. 7 years they went to the playoffs. Why his schemes never got him past the second round?
First round.
Can I answer? Can I answer?
Go ahead.
Am I able? Tell me when I'm able. Tell me when I am able. Tell me when I am able to answer, please.
Go ahead. I'll be quiet.
Your question is why he didn't get past the second round in the Western Conference.
7 years with his schemes.
In 7 years in the Western Conference.
With his schemes that you said was amazing. Why they didn't work?
Yeah, played better teams. I mean, it's a simple answer. He played better teams.
So he'll play. So when I say he'll playoff failure, I'm 100% correct.
I mean, we've had nothing but playoff.
No. Don't talk about the Atlanta Hawks.
Okay, he's a playoff failure. He's coming to a new team. What does Utah got to do with the Hawks? What did Utah got to do with the Hawks? He's with a better team. He's with a better team.
Teams when you the number 1 seed.
Bro, y'all don't think? No, I'm saying y'all don't think that.
No, you was bragging about him at Utah and started gloating about Rudy Gobert. And
exactly.
No, I was never gloating about Rudy Gobert. I'm not gloating. I think I've always thought Rudy was trash, bro.
You got to do
when
better.
He was the defensive player of the year with Utah.
Bro.
What has he done since he left?
He hasn't done anything since he left. He's not going to do anything ever again because y'all saying because he's old. All these excuses. He didn't do anything because he left
all
the
I'm
scheme.
saying is that you was gloating.
As soon as he left,
you was the one who.
No, I wasn't gloating. I wasn't gloating about it. I'm gloating about the coach.
And I'm asking you.
I'm saying we are a better team than those Utah teams. Is what I'm saying, bro. How am I gloating about Utah? We're a better team.
I'm asking you this, right? We talking about the coach. and the schemes because you brought it up. Nobody else brought that shit up but you.
Yeah.
So the schemes that he runs work in the regular season, but they don't work in the playoffs.
With
we
Utah.
can say that because of the results, right?
Yes, with Utah.
So how can you? And then my other point that Mike had also said was, how can you sit there and say, how can you give him credit? Oh, he's the number one seed, number one defense, but then tell me he got beat by a better team in the playoffs.
Bro, I didn't lie. That's not a lie. He was the number one offense. He was the number one defense. Like, what do you like? I'm not lying, bro. What are you doing?
Then, bro. Then I asked you, bro.
Why y'all acting like I'm telling lies? Why y'all acting like I'm telling lies, bro?
Nobody said you lied.
So what's the debate? What y'all got against Quinn Snyder? What's the debate?
Bro, you can't sit here and say, hey, man, they the number one team. These skills is amazing. And then you sit there and say, then why they lost in the playoffs?
Bro, the schemes.
Hold on. Let me finish. They the number one seed that you hyping up. They number one seed with the scheme. Number one with the defense. Then why they losing the playoffs, bro? To the better team. How if they the number one seed?
Y'all didn't watch them Utah teams, bro. It's okay.
See, now you putting all the problems.
I'm just saying y'all didn't watch. I'm saying y'all don't think that we are better. Y'all don't think we're better constructed than those Utah teams.
So you like to give credit to Quinn, but you don't want to blame his ass.
I'm not giving credit for Quinn. I'm saying it's gonna be a great marriage. I'm saying I'm saying the Atlanta Hawks and Quinn Snyder are gonna be the team, and Quinn Snyder are gonna be a great marriage. A way better marriage than Utah was for him because that was a conflicting team. That's all I'm saying. I'm not hyping him. I'm saying I like his schemes, and I think we are a better team than Utah. Bro, that's the only thing I ever was talking about with his scheme is that it's going to be better with us. Bro, I said if it worked with Utah, no, my whole thing. That's the only reason I brought up Utah. It's because if it worked with them, it's definitely going to work with us. Y'all didn't watch those Utah, bro. Y'all didn't watch none of those Utah teams.
Give me one of his schemes,
bro.
What's one of his schemes?
Well, you want the name of them, or you want me to draw it out?
Whatever. What is it? You keep saying schemes? What schemes? What's one of his schemes?
Okay, he does a lot of actions, like a lot of handoff actions.
Well, if you ain't Matt Jr., I don't even know what to say.
He does. That's one thing that he does that Nate never did.
That's not a scheme, bro.
So Nate didn't run the action.
So what you saying is
switching. Bro, I'm saying he's a three. His scheme is he's a 3-point. His team shoot a lot of threes. He's a 3-point heavy.
No, we don't want to know about no offense.
Bro, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about his
offense was showing. No, but that ain't what he talking
about.
Bro,
his defense. I said one of his best defensive plays earlier, and y'all was arguing me down, and nobody heard it. Hey, you going? I said the ethos of their entire. What I said earlier is the ethos of their entire defense, and why Rudy was getting so many blocks is because all the whole and you can hear someone other than me say this. I'll send it.
I'm not you deflecting.
I'm telling you. But I'm talking about how he plays, how his defense. I don't know the name. I don't know the name of his. Bro, I don't know the name of his schemes, bro. What are you talking about?
And they were number one in the West.
The whole scheme was to bring
Rudy.
You don't think Clint Capella could block shots? You don't think we can make it easier for Clint to funnel to Clint Capella to block shots? I'm not saying he's more talented than Rudy before y'all say that. I'm not saying he's better than Rudy, if it was what y'all think I'm going to say. I'm saying he can handle the load of getting those blocks. We have a blocking center.
We do that already.
We don't funnel people to.
Yes, we do. We just don't do it on purpose. They just get by Trey and DeJounte all that.
We don't. Well, now it'll fucking be and now he can put. I'm saying it's more than that, but that's their main thing.
Defense, you know that, right? Though.
No, I'm not saying that's their whole defense. I'm saying that's the main. I'm saying that's their main function. Like you can hear Quinn Snyder.
If that's the function, so
you can hear Quinn Snyder himself.
I'm just saying that's a flawed defense without more to it.
They were number one with that. They did that all the time. I'm telling you, I watched it. I picked certain teams to watch, and I was watching Utah back then.
I'm just asking you, what is the more? Because just that is a flawed defense, and you will not be no number one.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that it wasn't. I'm not saying that was their entire. Like that's all they fucking did. Like that was their entire play. I'm not saying they did that every time. I'm saying that's the main thing that they did. Like that's if all else fails, funnel to Rudy. If all else fails, funnel to Rudy.
So what you think gonna happen in Atlanta? What you think gonna happen?
Yeah, why y'all so negative on us? You don't think we're gonna be better? You don't think we're better constructed than those Utah teams? Go back and look at those
Let
Utah
me ask
teams,
you
man.
this. Row. Let me ask you this.
Hell no. Who was on them Utah teams?
Row. Back to my original question, and we talking about the defensive side of the ball. My original question was this: what has the Atlanta Hawks done to make you feel that we're going to be a better defensive team this year than we were last year? So your answer is Quinn's scheme. That's your response.
My whole response was the coach. I said the coach first, and then we got into all this extra shit.
We'll see. I don't think it is.
Well, you doom and gloom, so you don't expect nothing to
go.
No,
I'm a realist, and I'm a
realist too. I
need to wait. What I learned. Let me tell you what I learned about the Atlanta Hawks.
We're not talking about back in the 80s, bro. We're talking about today.
You need to wait and see, because you don't know. Let's be real, Ro.
I told you how long I've been a fan.
I assume this about you. Before the season started last year, were you the one? I'll admit, I know I was. Before the season started, on paper, I thought we was gonna win 50 games. On paper.
This past season with Nate.
Yeah. Can we agree on that? Did you believe that? Or no?
I did not think.
You didn't. What you think we was gonna do this year? What you think we was gonna do this year? I mean, last year with Nate.
I thought we was gonna win about in the 40ish, and we did get in the 40ish.
Okay.
I didn't think Nate had nothing for. I didn't think Nate had the coaching chops to really get us 50 games.
Okay. Now, Nate is supposed to be a defensive-minded coach. Okay. I'll give him credit because we all know he was a defensive-minded player first as a player. So that's why I'll give him that. Okay, a defensive guy.
He was. Yeah.
We all know he was very limited offensively. We can all agree on that. But this is my thing. When Quinn Snyder gets here, in my opinion, you don't have to agree, but I believe 25 games is a nice sample size to see any improvements or any regressions from a team. Okay. So my thing is this: Hawks fans will sit here and say, shout out to homeboy Matt. Well, Quinn in the 25 games took us to number 2 offensively. And I'll be like, okay, you're right. But when I bring up the defense, y'all don't hold him accountable. Y'all all say this. Well, he didn't get to do this, but he got time to put in some type of offense, right?
We was already a high offensive team, man. Like we wasn't a high defensive team. You said it yourself. You said what defense? We was trash on defense. We wasn't a defensive team. So so of course it's not going to look better improving on the defense because we was trash at defense. And of course it's going to look better on the offense because we a high powered offensive team. That's what that's what we've been.
And I'm glad you said that because now what makes you think with the same core players we gonna get?
What player do you want, Damon? What players do you want? Let's get to the nitty gritty of what was really going down. Who do you want on this team, bro?
We deflated again. Let Demond finish.
But I want to know who you want on this team after you say that. Go ahead.
So what you gonna say, Demond?
What makes you think with the same schemes? Because let's be real, Quinn didn't come here and not tell them dude to play it. He didn't tell them don't play no defense. He didn't say I'm not gonna do nothing and just watch you do. He tried to instill some defensive schemes. Ask me how I know. Because I was sitting behind the bench at the Spurs game and I hear him telling them that
you don't have to sit behind to know that.
I hear him telling them. No, I'm letting you know. I hear him saying it, right? So let's not act like he didn't try to put nothing in defense. Now, I will say he may not had enough time to put in everything he would like. I will give you that point. But to sit here and not give him no accountability.
He can have all the accountability.
That our defense actually started giving up more points when he got here is ludicrous. Okay,
that's fine. I get that to him. But my answer to you is time. Man, my answer to you is time. He's gonna need time. It's gonna take more time with the defense.
And that's why I said, Ro, and that's why I said. So your response, your answer, and correct me if I'm wrong. When I say, how did the Hawks get better defensively? Your response is Quinn and his schemes. Correct?
Yep, Quinn, his scheme, time, all that's all encompassing.
Okay, got it.
It's gonna take that.
Okay, I got that. I can deal with that. I can deal with that. That's cool. Now, as far as said player that I want, ain't no player I want. Let me tell you something about me. I'm at the point, I'm only looking at superstars. I don't care about that. Okay. I'm at the point where I want that third star, depending on what you consider Murray. I want another star player. That's what I want. Okay. But I wasn't sitting here looking to say, oh, we should have picked this player A or player B. My main point was, I just wanted to know what people thought, because we didn't make no only player personnel moves we made was what? Trade Cobb, draft the young players, and pick up Patty Mills and pick up None of that says
we got your boy Gouye.
Personnel wise.
Name Gay, I forgot.
None of that says personnel wise. Oh, we gonna be better defensively. Can we?
You don't believe in your boy Gay? You don't believe in your boy, huh? You was high on him.
Hey, you better glad I ain't in charge, because this ass starting to commit my squad. I love that. I love that thing.
He's nice. He's nice.
He started for my team because he can already shoot. Hey, you saw that comment I put a couple weeks up, huh? When I said when I put the part about, in my opinion, I think he's coming with more developed skills than Jalen Johnson.
He could be better than Jalen Johnson. I agree with you on that.
Because he can already shoot the ball right now. He can already shoot three. He can shoot everywhere. He can dribble. He can pass. But you know, then everybody got mad at me about that one, even though I just put my opinion. But so
he got to fit though. He got to fit within everybody.
Well, I hope the hell he fit. What the fuck are we drafting him for? Because we moved up to get him. I mean, it was the second round, but why would you draft somebody who don't fit in the second round? Now I can see the first round raw talent, the best player available. And second round, you don't do all that.
They picked him because of raw talent.
But all I'm saying is this: me personally, right now, without seeing the Hawks playing, I still think we're probably going to end up giving up another 117, 118 points a night. I don't see us getting better defensively, even though I think that's more important than the offense. We know we're going to score the ball. We know this already. If you got Trey out there, you scoring the basketball. But you can't expect us to compete for a championship or Eastern Conference. Hell, a top 3, top 4 seed, and your defense is ranked in the 20s. That's all I'm saying.
Man, so I believe we're going to be top 6, man.
Don't get me wrong. I hope he can come and change, because I want to win at the end of the day. I take all wins. I don't care how we get them. But that's all I was saying. You feel me? Oh, you disagree with me on that too?
No, man. I agree with you with most things, man. Just maybe not the coach, but I agree with you with most things, man. We're not against each other in most debates, I feel like. Just the coach.
What about the coach?
Just, you just feel like, I don't know, you kind of feel like you kind of hard on him, and you just kind of soft on Nate. I feel like a lot of people, you included, Foot, I feel like, or maybe it wasn't him that was soft on Nate. Somebody else, older cat, that's just real like, oh, Nate is one of the best coaches we done had, or think he just did something because we went on that little run.
Okay, this is my thing on Nate. Okay, I think Nate took a lot of blame unnecessarily. I'll give you that. Offensively, he was terrible. He should have had a coordinator. I don't know if he did. I thought that's what the Joe Prunty dude was there for.
He was nice on offense, Joe.
I guess he didn't. Whatever. Okay. But with Nate McMillan, they blame him for lack of developing players.
Right.
They blame him for offensive schemes. Okay, that's cool.
Not connecting with players.
True. I'll give you that.
Which is also the same thing.
John Collins kind of verified that when Nate got fired. He said, I think Nate McMillan is suited for more of a more veteran team. He said that. So I agree. Yeah. So I have no problem with that. My problem is you got to give him credit where it's deserved. He did take this. He did take this team that was under 500 when he got the job. We went on that run under Nate McMillan. For some reason, I just don't understand how people just can't give credit when it's due.
You can have the credit, but I'm always going to say that we took I'm always going to say that we took ourselves. I'm going to say that we was just out there.
You can't say that because you can't say that because under the Lloyd Pierce offense, they couldn't even play 500 ball with the same dudes on the team. So how the hell they gonna take themselves? They couldn't even play 500 ball for the first time.
I'm giving them credit for the different voice.
Because he said coaching matters. So You gotta give credit where credit due.
No, I'm giving him credit. I'm giving him credit. He was a different voice. You know, they definitely didn't fuck with Lloyd Pierce, if y'all remember.
Hell, they don't listen. That's
you know what I'm saying.
they
Lloyd Pierce was a rookie coach, and he just wasn't. All you could hear all of them say this. He just wasn't the coach for them.
Yeah,
he just wasn't.
Yeah,
you can say they were soft. He was a development coach, and Trey wasn't trying to develop, so you had that rift, and you had him making Cam cry and shit because he being too hard on him. You know, they were soft. You're right.
Yeah, that's some whole shit right there. Why? If that was my son, I would have slapped the shit out of my son. Say, get your ass back to work.
Hey, Cam ain't had a role for real since, so he obviously just a soft player. But after Nate came in, he was a different voice, and they got more loose because they had a looser coach, and they wasn't under the strong arm of Lloyd Pierce no more, or as they felt how they talk about it. And I feel like he was just a different voice. And it was a lot of Lloyd Pierce's plays, but I feel like he got a lot more out of that playbook because he was a veteran coach. He's a more veteran coach than Lloyd Pierce was. But at the end of the day, they still didn't vibe with him because he's an old school type of coach. A lot of players, more players than the Hawks have said that have played for him, like guys in when he was in Indiana, a lot of guys have come out and said that he's a very old school coach. And the coaches that they have played with after him, because he was their first NBA coach, a lot of them, he was like, it's a lot more easier. Things are clicking more because they connect better with whatever coach they with now overnight.
Those
other players have said that.
Hey, those the same dudes that when Prime walked into that Colorado press conference and talked to them players, those are the same players that took their ass to the transfer portal.
Hey man, call it what you want, man.
Hard. That's why I said if Cam Reddish is my son, and my son called me, he was crying. I'd be like, "What happened?" And he crying, and ain't no hands been put on him. Right. He coaching too hard. He called me, I'd be like, "Get your ass back to fucking work, son."
Hey, these grown men, call it what you want, but they're not gonna change. They're grown men already, and the bottom line is you gotta have
your mind ain't fully developed at 21, my guy.
That's fine. Call it what you want, but the point is you have to have a coach that vibes with the team. That you can't name one championship coach that didn't have a vibe with the team. They was connected.
I ain't gonna take that part away, but
they all fuck with Quinn. All of them.
Telling you. Well, listen, I don't care if they really fuck with Quinn.
That's the first step. For them to listen and buy in.
Well, okay, that's cool. But you got to win.
But you win. We hear Steph in the Warriors say it all the time. Buy into the system. We bought into Steve Kerr's system. They fuck with Steve Kerr. That's why the coach matters. You have to buy into that coach's system to win the championship. It's never not happened. It's never not happened.
That's that new age stuff that everybody, that all y'all love.
No. Michael Jordan had to connect with Phil Jackson. It's the same shit.
Them folks ain't like each other like that, man. None of them folks, man, they ain't even like the GM. They ain't like each other.
No, Jordan didn't Jordan didn't fuck with the GM.
Man,
Jordan cool with Phil. Jordan cool with Phil,
man. Coaches play for coaches. I mean, players play for coaches plenty of times, man.
Same thing with Kobe and Phil. Same thing with Kobe and Phil.
That you ain't really like that.
I'm not saying they got to be best. I'm not saying they got to be best buddies to be over each other's house, but they got to connect. Like Kobe, if you ever read Phil Jackson's book, he talked about how he connected with Jordan and Kobe.
Man, fuck Phil Jackson, racist ass.
Hey, you're right. But we just talking about
that a little bit better with Kobe.
He about to call them all type of ninjas behind their back.
Probably, but he connected with them niggas.
With that phony ass Zen bullshit.
Hey, he was on that bull. That's how he connected with Kobe.
That nigga went to New York and got a goddamn reality check.
He put Kobe on his Zen shit
with all of that, with all those names and everything like that. Like, no offense to, it is what it is. Y'all can be offended if you want to, but we ain't got nan person on this team that got the makeup of those guys. So to even begin with, that comes before even the makeup that make them go.
Jordan and Kobe. We're already Jordan and Kobe.
We ain't got nobody on their levels.
Well, I guess we'll never have anybody on their level, man.
Nobody say fuck.
I mean,
y'all don't think Trey is on a Hall of Fame trajectory?
Bro, it's a bunch of folks in the Hall of Fame, man, that ain't on Kobe and Jordan level. We don't. Of course, Kobe and Jordan are the top of the league. LeBron was just telling you that the other day or whatever when he was saying that it should be levels to the Hall of Fame. There's plenty of folks in the NBA Hall of Fame that's not golden Hall of Famers or whatever. So
that's fine. We don't have Kobe, Jordan, or LeBron,
but we a Hall of Famer. But that doesn't. But Trey can be a Tracy McGrady Hall of Famer, or maybe even a Vince Carter Hall of Famer.
He could also be a champion. He could also be a champion. You don't. So you saying we just need Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron or bust? You don't need Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron to win a championship.
All right, now that's why I gotta know just who I'm talking to completely though. How old are you, bro?
36.
Okay.
36.
Hey, bro, you my age, man.
Right. I'm not no young nigga on here, bro.
But you talk like one though. You talk like you under 30 and stuff, bro. We only do this for championship.
No, I'm saying, and what? No, I'm saying. I'm saying. What are you saying? You saying we need a Jordan? Okay, I get it. I get what you're saying, bro.
That's what I'm saying, man. You talk a lot, man. Like I've been quiet, bro. You answer questions with questions and everything like that. Like, bro, like listen, hear it out. So I'm just letting you know, with me, yes, it's championship or bust. I don't care about Trae Young having some T-Mac career as an Atlanta Hawks fan. I don't care, because that means I don't have a championship. I don't care if he's Vince Carter. Those are Hall of Fame players, but that means I don't have a championship. So no, I do not care, bro. I don't care, bro. Trae need to bring a championship, bro. That's the only thing that matters. Yes, championship or bust. That's for everybody who come in and put on this Hawks jersey. Just simple as that. That should be the expectation.
What did I say? What did I say? I agree with everything you said, but what did I say that was against that, bro? You talking about? I was talking like I'm under 30.
You said was with a question mark. What is supposed to be championship and bust?
No. I'm saying no. I think that's not what I said, brother. That's not what I said. I didn't say is it supposed to be championship or bust. I don't even talk like that. I don't say championship or bust.
Man, so y'all can send it back.
Go ahead, go back. But I don't even speak like that. I said you saying Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron. We don't have one of those. Yeah, we want to strive to get one of those. Bro, but why are you bringing up Kobe? Why are you bringing up Kobe?
Never have that.
Hey, y'all see this comment? This shit is hilarious.
No, I'm saying I guess we'll never had that. Like we gonna have that, bro. What are you talking about?
No, exactly, Ryan. He's not even locked for all.
That's hilarious.
Bro, that's a whole different reason why he's not in lock for all stuff, bro. Do you think he can't bring us a championship?
He can be a Hall of Famer though.
No, I'm saying I'm not talking about Hall. Do you think he can bring a championship? I didn't compare him to Kobe or LeBron. I didn't bring up Kobe or LeBron. He did, bro. I'm not all over the place. I'm not bringing up Kobe, LeBron, and Jordan. He did.
What are you talking about? No, I didn't. I said players. No, bro, you be forgetting stuff. I said players. Players don't need to connect. Then you said out your mouth,
you say why do players not need to connect?
As examples, connecting to their coaches and stuff like that.
Why do players?
You did that, bro.
No, I'm saying they did. You saying you disagree that they didn't connect? I'm saying that they connected with Phil Jackson, bro.
Hey, Roby bringing up stuff, then blame you for talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
What are we?
It's like Matt too, like they've been saying, bro. You got to write the jump.
No, bro. I'm saying coaching. I'm saying coaching matters because you got to connect. Y'all disagree, okay?
What he said was this, bro.
I've been saying y'all overrated.
That's your opinion, bro. I'm not okay. That's your opinion. No, what are we going about?
Bro, what he's saying is this. He's saying you brought up the coaches. Like
I'm saying, coaching matters. Y'all not changing my opinion on that.
No. No one said coaching didn't matter. You said you was talking about the coaches. You brought up Phil Jackson. You did.
Yes, I did.
What Mike said was, well, we don't have. Basically, what Mike was telling you, we don't have those caliber of stars that Phil Jackson, Steve Kerr, that they coach, because they don't coach nothing else but generational stars.
That's his opinion. Okay? That's his opinion. I don't believe that.
That's a fact.
There ain't no opinion.
That's a fact,
bro. I don't. All right.
Name me a championship Steve Kerr won without Steph Curry. Y'all wait.
No, I'm not saying they have. Do y'all don't think we have a player like that?
What are you saying? Hey, well, what are you saying?
Do you not think we have a player like that? That's what it comes down to.
Listen, bro. Listen.
Because I think we have a player like that. I think that's where we disagreeing.
No, listen.
I think that's where we disagreeing.
So when Mike said that, you said, so you don't think Trae Young is on a Hall of Fame trajectory? And Mike, like I've been saying also, we don't care about that. We want a championship,
bro. He's not gonna bring
Hall of Fame, bro.
All right, so what do you want to get rid of Trae Young, or you don't want him to continue to be on the team? What do you want to do, bro? He's in his fifth season.
Listen.
You think he's gonna win a championship in his fifth season?
This what I be talking about.
What are you talking about? It's gonna take time. We gotta. You know the last time we had a star like this dude.
How long you been an Atlanta Hawks fan,
bro? I told you how long I've been an Atlanta Hawks fan.
How long you been a Hawks fan, bro?
But I was in the Omni in '91. First of all,
they didn't have plenty.
I was in the Omni. I was in the Omni. Don't ever test my shit. Yeah, man, it's gonna take time. Who have we had, bro? We picked nothing but bums this whole time that I've been a fan, almost the whole time. I'm saying we finally pick a player, and you don't think that he might get us a chip?
No.
What we talking about? Y'all Hawks fans or what?
Ro, this what
Hey,
we're
Ro,
telling
you gonna
you.
listen?
See, Ro, listen to me. See, you falling
keep
into that. You
over-talking
falling
folks,
into
man.
that group that want to be motherfucking entertained. See, you like me. I don't care if Trey Young never make a fucking all-star game. As long as we win fucking
Okay,
games.
we get it. We get it. Y'all don't care about who's on the
If
team.
he
I get
make
that,
it,
bro.
if he
I
make
get that.
all-star, that's cool. I don't give a fuck.
I don't care about none of that either. I care about
championships.
championships too. I think he can get us a championship. That's the bottom line. I think he can get us one.
I don't care if he a fucking 50-time all-star.
And I think he could get us one, bro. That's all. That's it. I think he can get us one.
We agree on that.
So what are we talking about? I think we can get. So why are you talking about you don't care? I'm saying I think he can get us one. That's you said no. He ain't. He don't have a Jordan. He don't have a Kobe. What are you talking about?
Bro, you need to get what you're saying half the time.
No, I'm not. I've been saying the same shit.
Bro,
you bring the same shit and then forget you brought it up and then blame us for bringing it up.
I'm not. I'm just saying the same. Go ahead, bro.
No, Ro. No, you're not, bro. No, you're not.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Come on, my guy.
Let me talk, man. Let me talk for a minute. You keep talking over us. You make a statement. When we ask you a question, you'll make a statement about something else. Then you start blaming us for making that statement you made.
So I'm not answering no questions then. I haven't answered
I'm
no
just telling
questions.
what's going
I'm not saying. I'm asking y'all. I haven't answered no questions.
Okay.
You saying I just been.
Exactly. You haven't answered no questions.
I've answered all of Damon's questions. He's been answering. He's been asking me a bunch of questions. What's your question? What's your question, brother?
You redirect. I'm not asking
no. Your question was what are his schemes? And I told you I don't know the names of his schemes.
I had more than one question, but
I remember your question, and I'm saying I remember your questions, brother. You asked about a scheme. I said I don't know the name of his schemes. I'm telling you what they did when I watched them for an entire season straight during Quinn Snyder's run.
Name of a scheme. Right? You didn't. Don't worry about it. I didn't need the name of a scheme. Hell, I don't know the name of his scheme.
What did you need then, brother?
What I said was we agree that your opinion on the defense improving is Coach Quinn coming up with better defensive schemes. Correct?
Yes. I'm only gonna say yes and no from now.
So we agree. So we agree on that part. But that's when you went off on, well, what about Phil Jackson having a relationship with the players?
That's not all I said, brother. That's what you picked out. I said that in conjunction with something else, brother. I was talking about. I was talking about.
So your point. So correct me if I'm wrong. Your point was the coach's relationship with the players matter. Right,
they have to buy in. They have to buy into this. They have to buy into what you're doing.
I agree.
Like that's you've been doing. If you play basketball, you've been hearing that since middle school, since big.
Bro, he just said he agreed.
We agreed on that part.
Yeah. All right. So what are you not agreeing with then? We've been agreeing this whole time.
What are you not agreeing with? Because when I say we'll be like, okay, we agree.
Man, all that stuff overrated. Players cannot buy in the blink of a moment, bro. It's like stuff got to be more solid than that. That's like
I'm not saying they could buy in. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying they buying in just because he's there.
No, but the thing is, though, you got a problem when somebody say something, bro. I ain't say you said that. That's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to get you to understand what I'm saying. All I'm saying is they just got to buy in.
No. It's an unnecessary argument right now because there's no need for you to try and get me to say anything. I'm saying what I'm saying. Point blank, period. That's it, bro. And just like you said, it ain't gonna change nothing. This is me and my stance for my basketball team, my players, my sons. As I coach them sports and stuff like that, something in you has to be greater than what's going on the outside of you for you to do what you need to do at a great level. I can't determine me going forth in the day if I'm gonna be great or not, depending on what's outside of me is treating me right or saying something right to me. That's that lame junk, brother, that I can't get with. That's me. Y'all can be fine with it, but this team and their selves as players have to be self-starters enough. It don't matter if Quinn says something sweet enough or he drew something up that's to the ideal of a certain player. Go out there and play and do your role. Don't get me sounding super old, throwing in the fact that you make millions and millions of dollars and you ain't even got to work all 12 months of the year. Like, come on now, bro. Like, that's all I'm saying. And what I'm saying that at this level, for me, coaching gets a bit overrated by players. Yeah, coaching for me, I pay more attention to the actual timeouts, the uses of the subs, who you bringing out and all that type stuff though. But defensive scheme, okay, I can say a scheme, but that's what I was trying to get into earlier. Actually, talk basketball. You have to communicate and open your mouth. So if you got a bunch of players who don't have the habit within themselves to already be, and I always said that too, Hawks DNA. Well, what is our Hawks DNA? Because if our DNA is literally guys who are defensive minded first and they already know to communicate and talk, a screen is coming, so I'm yelling. Because even if it is a funnel, the coach, okay, I want y'all to funnel this way, I want y'all to switch this way. You got to talk. It ain't no sitting there trying to assume stuff. As soon as you assume something and somebody didn't open their mouth, it is a constant breakdown. We pointed stuff like that out all the time during last season and stuff. And I tell people, I guarantee you, a professional basketball coach is telling them different. Them fools on the court not opening their mouths, out there misreading stuff left and right and stuff like that. So for me, I've said it. I got to kind of get into the swing of the season, see some things. I don't want to sound like, some fans think people being woe is me and stuff like that. Like, no. I'm just not finna do no blind hope and be like, oh, because we got this and because we got that, we finna be X, Y, and Z. Okay, let me get at least a month and a half or something into the season. Let me see how these guys going and stuff like that. Because like I said, it's a bit more onto the court that I feel like a lot of fans, my opinion, I think fans, especially in today's age, kind of take a lot of it off of the players and just put it strictly on coaches and in front office, this and that. I'm like, no, man, these players got to like really have it within them to go out here and do some stuff. And that's really it, man. And if they can, I see that because that's what Damon was saying. We ain't doing anything roster-wise technically. So it's like what we got is that our players, the guys we got, take another step. They grow up, they mature. And that's why I was bringing up about Trey being more consistent and him playing defense and giving effort because he going to have to do that. I always argue it's not that Trey can't play defense. People are like, oh, he can't play D. He'll never be able to not do. I'm like, no. He can be better than what he is. Like, there's no excuse for that or what he once was. It's just consistency and effort and him trying. And now him getting the actual IQ and like I said, him communicating. So if he know they seeking him out and stuff, he need to communicate. Be on his teammate too or whatever. Let them know. If they come to like dead ball, bro, when they coming to screen me and he's switching, we ain't switching that. Stay with the big. I got top. I got perimeter. You got post. Whoever going there, they got to talk. And like I said, that's just basketball. Man, he trying to tell me Trey watched so much game film. I'm like, nah, I don't know.
I'm not even on that. That ain't even right. I said I don't even agree with that.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think so because I can literally look at the game and see certain stuff. Like, nah, because if he's looking at a bunch of game film, then he definitely don't need to be so much needing of a coach per se. Now, yeah, you do need a coach. I'm not saying you don't need. I'm just saying if he's like what Matt was trying to play, like he just so into his, the film and breaking it down. It's like, okay, well then we should see a little bit more smarter plays and like, them winning moments, kind of when we trick off some games, whatever. Trey kind of do a get back type thing. Let me get off Trey. Everybody start thinking hating on Trey and stuff like that though. But everybody on the team, bro, they all got to communicate and do.
They got to buy in. That's all in everything you said is all buy in to me. So I agree with everything you said.
Yeah, you said buy the coach, but that's what every coach. That's what every coach is.
Yeah, I feel like a coach can change that culture with that though. Like they might not have been responsive. I'm saying they might not have been responsive to somebody, and they might be responsive to this guy.
Hold on. Let me tell you, Ro. You just missed his whole point though. Now
I get this whole point. You got to be the player. You have to want to know that. I get his point.
No, but you just keep saying that. Hey. That's what comes with coaching because they got to.
No, I'm saying it works hand in hand, brother. To me, it works hand in hand.
I'm not finished, bro. What Mike just said, they have to do it, right? What the hell with what a coach is doing? The coach don't lay it out. Just fucking do it and put some effort in there, right? Don't forget all this stuff. Play basketball. Either you want to play or you're not. Forget all this buy-in. You want to play ball or you're not. You want to get better or you're not.
Like
that's it.
What's so funny,
and I think they all do. I think all of them do, bro.
Those players, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. At the NBA level, the professional level, those dudes know what they got to do to win games.
Exactly.
They know they got to defend. They know you can't let the other team score the damn ball. We know this. Let me ask you this, Ro. Why do you think? Let me phrase it like this. What do you think changed from the Hawks going to the conference finals, everybody's happy, to Nate McMillan not wanting to coach the Hawks?
We talked about this as well. You think he didn't want to coach the Hawks, or you think he?
I believe
they tried to quit. Remember?
I believe that Nate.
He did try to quit.
I believe he resigned, and they didn't have nobody. And it was like, hey, can you stay until we find somebody? That's what I believe.
Okay.
Everything was hunky dory.
I
So let me ask
feel
you.
like, I'm about to answer the question.
Okay, go ahead.
I feel like, so from 2021 to Nate getting fired, or Nate, not wanting to be on the team, whatever the case was. I feel like when we went deep in the playoffs, and we talked about this, Demond, before. When we went,
now Rob be in the garage, so I'll be forgetting.
I'm in the garage. I've been in the garage this whole time, man.
Just so y'all know.
I feel like, we just caught fire, man. We just caught a little lightning in the bottle, man. And maybe that wasn't supposed to happen. Maybe it was a little combination of a new voice in the locker room, and then the players being more relaxed because they just didn't the fact that none of the players are really vibing with Lloyd. And I still think that matters. I still think all that goes hand in hand with what Alien was saying.
Yeah, Mike.
I feel like all that goes hand in hand with that. You need to if you don't respect the coach. I mean, I played basketball and not respect the coaches. You're gonna do what you want to do out there. You're gonna do whatever you feel like you want to do because you don't respect that coach. And when the coach loses the locker room, it's gone. So I feel like he caught fire in the bottle lightning in the bottle off of the last coach, them not fucking with them more. Then as time went on, he put his real playbook in because he said himself it was part his plays, but mostly Lloyd Pierce's plays in that 2021 run. When he put his plays in, then when they got to know him a little bit more, they a young team. It's known that he's an old school coach, really more suited for older players, for a more veteran team. They obviously didn't vibe with him as time went on. Trey, didn't play that one game because he told him to warm up or something like that. And he didn't want to do it. Things like that happen. That's immaturity on Trey's part, not taking the blame away from him. But I feel like it just fell apart. It just wasn't. They just realized he just wasn't the coach for them. And maybe it was a little bit of Nate not wanting to coach young players too. Maybe he didn't want to coach Trey Young after he disrespected him. I'm pretty sure that was the case. So I just think that does matter. Like, yeah, you got to be a dog out there, and we definitely got a dog. Like, we got a dog.
That's the problem.
But you have to. We got one dog. We need double dogs.
Before
brother.
I forget, man, let me ask this question to Ro real quick.
I call Trey a dog quite yet. I don't know.
Let
me ask
this. Got me frustrated or whatever, man. He one of them little chihuahua or something like that.
What's his question? What's your question for it?
Ro, so I keep going. So you explain probably what happened or whatever. They don't mess with me no more. I guess my point is, when are you not holding the players accountable for not messing with the coach?
No, I'm holding them accountable too. No, it's a combination of both. It's not a one person thing. The players needed to grow up. The players, these are kids. I think at the time, outside of Capella and Bogey, in 2021 we had older players. We had Lou. We had Gallinari. We did have older players. Yeah, we had Solo. We did have a lot older players then. That also was probably a big factor. Was definitely a big factor because we had real veterans on the team.
Plenty of times they sabotaged the crap out of this team last year.
I do believe that was a big reason why we went that deep because we had all them vets.
I can agree. But
we had no vets to be the buffer between Nate and the younger dudes, and then you had a bunch of young dudes coming off the bench, and you got rid of your bench shooting too. On top of
let me finish for question.
My bad.
Question real quick now, but so you rephrase what did I not answer?
No, I think you answered for the most part. Because I was asking more so, from a what you said was facts. The veterans. I've said that several times that changed a lot. But and I think Mike was kind of alluding to this, right?
Oh yeah, okay.
And then Demond kind of with his original question, we went to the ECF with pretty much the same squad. So my point, hey man, you got to get out your feelings. I don't mess with Nate no more. I don't know, all this new age stuff, right? I'm holding these players accountable more so than any coach we had last couple of years, right? I agree. Because they bullshit. I'm just keeping 100. Yeah.
they bullshitting. I agree with you.
So Quinn might be a better coach. Back to the question earlier. Am I happy we got Quinn? Yes. Do I think you're a better coach than we had? It remains to be seen. I don't give accolades off what you did with another team.
What you did before. I agree with that. I agree.
So show me. You got to do better than Nate to be a better coach than Nate. That's how I look at it.
I do like to look at what they had compared to what we had. That's the only reason why I was ever looking at Utah, because I did watch Utah. I got a league pass, and I look at the teams I watch the most. Of course, is number one the Hawks. Number two, since Trey been here, I've been watching Luka every game. And I usually pick a young team and a vet team. I pick four teams to watch every single night. So I watched Utah for an entire season during that time.
I guess what I'm talking about, I'm talking about Quinn is here now, right? Because we've been hearing from a lot of people, you know, oh, Quinn gonna do this, Quinn gonna do that. For me, you ain't do much out there. So I need to see it, right? I'm not discounting him. I'm not hating on him. But again, you have to earn it with me. I've been watching this team for 40 plus years, right? I'm tired. I don't want to hear what you did somewhere else.
Disappointment.
Yeah. So I don't care what you did before. What can you do right now? That's what I'm going to judge you off. I can't judge you off for Utah. I don't even care if you won a championship, because at the end of the day, the players win a championship. Let's just keep it 100. Because, you know,
you can't always say that, man. Because like I said,
I'm gonna say that.
Phil Jackson moved. Pat Riley moved.
We got the number one hater in the building, Matt in the building.
Oh, man.
This is the dude they saying I'm acting like. Let me hear him.
Bro,
I know I'm
Matt, you got you late, pimp. You got about 5 minutes, man. I gotta roll.
All right. What
you
was
late to the party? What you was doing anyway? Never mind. Don't answer. Keep going. You only got 5 minutes.
Kagan?
Probably watching some Shador Sanders highlights. That's what Matt was doing.
No. I was watching Bryce Young throw the ball all over the field to the wrong team.
Shout out Bryce Young.
So what was the conversation? Let me hit it real fast.
You ain't been listening. I just be hopping into shit. Hey, what y'all talking about?
All I heard was something about coaching and Nate. And
okay, I'll get you started. Quinn Snyder is a playoff failure.
Well, we're gonna go all night now.
There you go. That should get you started.
All right. So
on the real, Matt, real quick. One question was Quinn Snyder, and correct me if I'm wrong, bro. Quinn Snyder, one of the advantages for Quinn is that he can relate to the younger players.
Right.
Nate couldn't do that. What other points was made? Another point was Rose said he believes the Hawks can get better defensively off of Quinn defensive schemes.
Okay. Partially agree with that.
In time.
You agree with that, Matt?
In part.
How? What part you agree with and what you don't agree with?
I agree that I think it's going to be better than the last two seasons. I don't think it's going to be. It might be.
So basically, we're still going to be in the 20s, basically.
Yeah. I mean, I think if we could get to 15, that would be like a miracle. I mean, that would be really good if we could get to 15. That would be like really good.
We're not getting to 15. We had to jump up. What we finished last year? 26. So we would have to jump up, bro. We ain't making that jump.
Or 17, 18, somewhere in there.
We'd be lucky to be on. We lucky if we get in the 20s, bro.
I think that's more realistic. 17, 18. I think that's more realistic.
What you talking about, Demond? In 20s and what?
Defensive rating as a team.
Oh, okay.
Defensive rating.
Not player, team defensive rating, because you know how niggas is. Oh,
yeah.
You can't use team defense. You can't use the player because it depends on who.
But yeah, I think the team is going to be perform a lot better. I think Quinn, just the way he connect with guys, his IQ. I think we needed another. I think we needed to get to another level. Then we need to elevate to another level more than what Nate had us at the last 2 years.
I don't believe in the connection.
Matt, how we go? What is going to happen? What do you see that thinks that the Hawks going to get better defensively?
I think
connection, bro. What you talking about?
I think partially the connection, Mike. I think the scheme last year was really to me, it was more so give up the corner threes and we're gonna help and cut off the basket. So that's why.
Hell no.
No, that wasn't it.
Hell no. That ain't even a scheme. That's our players being stupid.
Lazy.
Why would you leave a 40% corner 3-point shooter open?
So hold on, wait. So the last two, even when Prunty took over, and that's what Quinn talked about when he got here. He said they overhelp, right?
Who the king of overhelping though on this team?
Everybody does it.
Trey be doing this shit for no reason.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
You ever see when Trey be when Trey be trying to go help in the lane? I be like, what you doing down there, bro? What?
Yeah, I'll rewatch that
You be looking
Boston game
stupid
6.
down
He
there.
helped off of Marcus Smart and gave up a 3. Yeah, that was bad. But yeah, they all overhelp. But if you watch the games,
Hold on. They all don't overhelp.
Which game? Because you know we lost
a lot of. If you watch, just in general, just even the games we win. If you watch the Hawks on defense, a team will run a pick and roll or drive. They'll help off the corners to sink in and cut off the rim, and they'll leave open the threes. So to me,
you know why? Hold on. Do you know why?
That has to be scheme.
No,
that ain't scheme, bro. That's not scheme. That's not scheme.
To do it every
Matt. Off the pick and roll, how many people? It's 2 people on the pick and roll, and it's 2 defenders, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So in order to get help, one of those 2 players done fucked up somewhere. If somebody got to come help, am I right or wrong?
Partially, yeah.
Ain't no partially. Am I right or wrong? So how is that scheme?
Because even if one guy rotates and comes up, a guy still leaves his man that hadn't even got the ball yet. He still left his man to come towards the rim. Hunter does it. Jalen Johnson does it.
Say that again.
Off the pick and roll, or I just use that as an example. Any type of offensive action where the Hawks are on defense,
they use the pick and roll. Use the pick and roll.
Okay, the pick and roll. On the dive to the rim or even a pop, they will they extra rotate. They rotate out of they don't even have to rotate. They rotate without the ball swinging around the perimeter. So they're out of one offensive set and the defense is completely out of rotation. They're completely off.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. They don't go through the weak ass screen.
Exactly.
But number one, or they'll try to go on. But number one, they don't fucking talk on these switches. They switch for no reason and don't communicate. Then folks be standing there like, "Where I'm going," right?
So let's be real.
That's why.
Let's be real. If you can defend the pick and roll good, your guy shouldn't be coming from a corner, leaving a 3-point shooter open to help. Can we agree on that, Matt?
Yeah.
So it's not scheme; it's the players. They're not smart on the defensive side of the ball.
I still think it's scheme. It's a mixture. It's never one. It's never all one thing.
Explain, Matt.
Agree.
Man, how many times we sit there and watch the game?
Hold on, Ro. Did you agree with him, Ro?
I don't think it's one thing either. I've been saying that this entire time.
Well, that
It's never one
Matt
thing.
Jr.
It's never one thing, bro.
If a guy,
it's never just the players.
Ro, a
a
breakdown in the pick and roll defense. That's scheme. You agreeing with that? A breakdown in your pick and roll defense is because of the scheme. That's what Matt said. No.
It's part communication. Like y'all right. It is communication because they're not communicating. I agree with y'all too. That's what I'm saying. I agree with both of y'all. You saying it's not communication. I agree with you.
No,
Matt saying it's also scheme because the way you said what?
Go ahead. My bad.
You know what I'm saying? Just the way like you over helping. If that's the way everything is set up if that's the way it's set up, that's what they're gonna do. You think they're all just over helping on just because they're just over help type players?
They overhelp. I'm gonna tell you, they overhelp.
You think they just all just like woke up and we all gonna overhelp?
No, they overhelp because we can't defend. That's why people come help. That's why Trey go help. Listen, why you think Trey go help for no fucking reason at all? For none.
Well, I don't know.
Okay, but even when Trey,
I can't tell you why.
Trey's out the game, they still overhelp.
He go help. Oh, he go help for no reason.
But even when Trey's out the game, they overhelp. DeAndre Hunter, a good defensive player.
Listen, I'm not saying Trey the only one. I just used him as an example.
Right? No, I'm saying, I'm proven by everyone doing it. They have to be instructed to do that. They're not all stupid.
Yes, they are.
That's that Hawks DNA, bro.
They're all
stupid.
They're all
dumb, bro. They dumb.
They are though.
They dumb. You know how I know they dumb? You know how I know they dumb? Once again, I got to go back to it. JC already said they dumb.
He already said it. Majority of them are dumb, bro.
Who said it?
JC said we cannot meet Nate McMillan's expectations.
No, he meant he can't. He said
No, it's
No,
weak.
he don't speak for
Because you
nobody.
know why
Speak for
it's weak?
yourself.
No, he
You
spoke
know why
for
it's
the whole
weak?
team, bro.
Because
Don't make me pull
team,
it
like
up.
you said,
He
bro.
ain't on the team. That's why he couldn't.
No. Team defense, bro, is fucking horrible. We know this. We know it. You can't even deny that. The team defense, like you say, team defense was fucking horrible this year.
It was.
Let me address something real quick. Both of y'all just sat right there and said it's more to it, right? When a dude lays as hell and don't communicate on defense, that it's got something to do with scheme. Both of y'all disagree to that, right? If they miss an assignment on defense, then it's a scheme and coaching. Y'all said that, right?
No. I said to pinch off the corners to sink into the lane.
That ain't what the
scheme.
question was. That's not what the question was. That's not what the question was. So Demond asked y'all point blank. Then I said something too. So a missed assignment is scheme.
I didn't say
other
that.
context you have
Yes,
to provide.
you did, Matt.
No, I didn't say a missed
You
assignment.
said it in so many words.
You did.
Hey, y'all
And
do
then
know
you
a
try to-
scheme
and then
can
you
fit
try
a
to cover it
team,
up.
right? You can
That ain't
build a
what we
scheme to
talking
fit a team, right?
But again, okay, answer the question, Ro.
We talk about the deficiencies, though.
Not
bro.
obviously, not every
Hold
single
on, let me ask Ro something. Let me ask Ro something. So, Ro, if one dude misses assignment, let's say on a pick and roll defense, right? Let's say he don't talk. That's you said it does, so that's part of the scheme as well.
I'm saying if he doesn't talk every single time, yeah, it's the player. If he's talking every single time and the shit ain't working,
that's still the player.
I'm gonna tell you how we solve this problem.
No.
I'm gonna tell you how we
Hold
solve this
on.
problem.
Why isn't it? Why isn't it, Ro? Why isn't
It's not still the player. So like I said just a couple seconds ago, you can build a defensive scheme to fit the type of players that you have. I mean, they are NBA players. They're not shitty. They're not shitty NBA players. They don't all. No, I'm answering your question. I'm answering your question.
No, you
with
talking
what
about something else. Come on.
You just want one sentence, and I'm trying to explain it to you.
So we talking pick and roll though, right?
Yeah, I use pick and rolls.
I just use that as an example.
Hold on, man. I'm gonna give it to you. But Ro, you just said if the player one player talk, that is still.
Are you talking about just on a simple pick and roll? Just simple pick and roll.
I'm just doing basic pick and roll, simple pick and roll. If you add it. Well, if the one player talk, then it don't work as scheme. But the other player got to listen though, don't they? Right?
I mean, yeah, the players got a mouth and an ear. I get it.
So if they're doing their assignment, right, they're switching properly, right? If they're showing properly, so. If they don't work, it's the defender. That's the problem.
Let me tell you what we need to
do. Not in every single case, man.
I'm gonna tell you what we need to do, man. This is what we need to. This is what we need to do. Go ahead.
It's the basic. It's basic as hell. It's easy. It ain't nothing special about defense. It ain't no freaking creative defense per se.
It really ain't too much of a scheme to even be
had. That's what I was getting to. It ain't no scheme. You either play man.
Are you serious?
No, I mean, it's not that I'm not serious, but what you're saying is talking about a scheme that's something basically going to be set for. It's like that's not going to be too much because number one, you playing different teams every game, every night out. You got different players, you got different star players, you got different positions on teams where the star is located. It's not going to always be the point guard who's attacking off the pick and roll 1-5 at the top going downhill, or it's not, or it might be you playing Embiid tonight, where this is the type of things going and stuff like that. So a lot of it is the communication and the connectiveness of a team. That's why people they try to.
What'd you say? Run it back. What'd you say just now? Go back a little bit. A couple more words. You said a C word.
Communication and connectivity of the team.
You said connected.
But okay, like for instance,
I know what I said. I know what I said, and the coach is not involved in that. That's the players.
Okay, that's your opinion.
That's your opinion. I'm gonna solve our defensive problem right now.
But Mike,
all we gotta do. This is all we gotta do, man. I'm finna solve all this right now. Watch this. Watch me work my magic. Trade DeAndre Hunter. Boom.
Our defense gets markedly worse with him not on the court.
Yeah,
if we don't get a better player,
get him up out of here.
But even for instance, our switch everything defense, which we did a lot last year, that's stupid. Why would I have a switch everything defense and I have Trae Young on the court. That doesn't make any sense.
Bro,
there
we've
was
been
plenty
down
of
that
times
every
last
year,
year.
man. I believe that shit
There was
was
exactly. There's plenty of times last year where Trae Young gets switched onto a big early in the shot clock on a cross screen. That doesn't make any sense. Why is he down there?
That's because Trae Young be out that bitch lost sometimes, bro.
That's
Let's
what
be
I
real.
say, man. That jump don't be the coaching. Just
That
giving
scheme.
the
That scheme. That a switch. Everything.
That is not
defense,
scheme, bro. That's not
the
bro,
scheme,
no.
bro.
No, that's not.
You don't be
switch
Matt,
everything on
Matt,
defense.
Matt,
We're not
players
switching
are
the same
failing.
team.
Matt,
That's scheme.
if I'm the big
Players
and
failing.
you my point guard, why would I allow them to switch?
Because that's
real.
the defense.
Hold on, Matt. Hold up. Let's
Matt,
be real.
Matt,
Trey
you
don't get
sound
switched on
retarded
no
and the players
Trey-
sound retarded.
Trey don't get
Going with it.
switched on no big at the top of the key, Matt.
No, what do you?
So if we in the lane and we near the baseline and I'm a big, why would I allow you to get switched on them? The ball not even there. So why would I allow you to do that? That's players. That's communication. That's basketball IQ.
We talking about two halves of the same coin, man. We literally talking
All
about
I'm
two halves
saying
of the
is
same
this,
coin.
gang. This what I'm saying. This my opinion, and y'all, you can agree or disagree. Y'all know I don't care. I don't believe we are gonna get that jump defensively with the current personnel we have. I don't care what Quinn's system is. We need a couple of players who have a better defensive IQ to be out there on that court. And it
Nobody
can't be
disagree
Murray
with-
because
I'm not
Murray.
disagreeing
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that.
I don't disagree with that.
He too busy trying to get steals, so you can't count on him to be a defensive leader. So until we get better defensive guys, I believe, like I said earlier, I think Quinn already know it. That's why he wants us to keep shooting. That's why he want to shoot more threes. We gonna try to outscore these teams by a lot. I expect our games to be like 130 to 128,
I agree.
125.
We got to go back to the
115.
highlight factory.
It's gonna be the goddamn scoring factory. The problem
Whatever,
is,
bro. We play defense with the highlight factor. What are you talking about?
the problem is, hey, your boy Jalen Johnson.
I believe we can play defense, man.
He
I get it.
better shoot 33%, 33, 35% from that fucking three. That's what he better do.
I think he can get to 32.
No, you don't. Put some money on it. I bet he don't.
32, 33.
I got
Hey, you want to? Hey, I'll take that, man.
He can't shoot
Matt,
35%
you gonna
from
run me
three.
my money in a minute.
Look, we ain't in training camp yet, Foot. Are we?
It's less than 30 days.
No, we ain't in training camp yet.
Matt.
Training camp in a couple weeks.
I ain't concerned. I ain't concerned.
I'm not either.
Hey,
I'm
all
not
I
either.
need you to do is just run me my dub. That's all I need.
I'm
That's all
not
I need.
concerned. I'm not concerned. But I understand Mike and Foot, and I don't know.
What's
This
up?
is, I guess, new to me from Demon's perspective. I know Mike, Foot. I know y'all don't agree that the word scheme or X's and O's belong in basketball. That you can just roll the ball out there and play and pass it around.
Ain't y'all coaches?
That's what's so crazy to me.
That's not it.
It's
Hey,
an
Matt,
oxymoron to me.
Matt just making that shit up, man.
Yeah,
Matt
It's an
lying like a
oxymoron to me. I don't get it. But
Matt
anyway,
lying like shit right there.
I know they don't believe. I know they don't believe in X's and O's and scheme. I get that. I got that. But there is a thing that you can have players and you can have a system or plays that don't fit the roster that you have, and then you can get a coach who can come up with plays, a system for. I know it's the big scary word that can fit the roster that you have, and that's what we've done. We went from a coach who has an outdated system for the roster, and we went out and got a coach who can fit a system around the roster that he has. Very simple.
Tell me what Quinn
Hey, gang. Hey, I got the roll, man. Y'all, we do y'all on my garage time now, so.
All right, man.
I got the roll.
Man,
Hey,
shout out to Nick Chubb, man. He messed up my FanDuel lineup. That's the second day in a row, though.
Don't
but
ever
man,
depend
Chubb,
on that dude.
man, Chubb gone though, man. Nah, Chubb the dude though, man.
He is, but just in certain fantasy, he be fucking me in fantasy, man.
He messed his knee up though. I mean, if he's healthy, he's straight. I'm just saying.
Oh, he messed his knee up?
Yeah, as a Georgia fan, that just sucked. You know, I'm a fan of Chubb. He got hurt again, man. So that sucks for him. But no, we
shit.
healthy, man.
Shout out everybody for tapping in tonight, man. I appreciate y'all, man. You know,
All right, man. Roll.
training camp
Yeah,
right
man.
around
Appreciate
the
y'all,
corner,
man.
I can't wait for the season. It's gonna be turned up this season.
Yeah, it's
Shout out.
definitely gonna be an interesting season, but I'm
Hell
taking
yeah,
notes
y'all
like crazy this
make
season.
sure. Hey,
I got you, Mike. I got you, Mike.
What
It's
I'm gonna try to
modern
do, gang,
basketball.
I'm gonna try my best to do watch-alongs for all the games. That is one advantage living in Texas, so I got that Central Time Zone. So I don't know about the West Coast games though, but
let me say this before we leave.
Shout out Shador Sanders. What's up,
Matt? Run me my money. You ready?
Look, open it, foot open tonight. If Clint's still here, I got you.
Hey, I need my dub.
Hey, salute to everybody who tapped in the chat. Shout out to homeboy. Who we got left in here? Ryan K, A-Town in the building. Of course, the number one hater, Raj, still here. Shout out to Xavier. Shout out Tanju for tapping in. DB for tapping in. Who else? Marcus Moore for tapping in. K-Dub tapping in. So we appreciate the support. Make sure y'all tap in, man. Y'all know, hey, when that season gets started, baby, we're going to be hot and heavy starting doing preseason and training camp. So make sure y'all tap in, hit that like button. And, you know, your boy's on his way to the garage. So I'm going to catch y'all later. If y'all catch me online, don't even worry about it. I'm going to probably just be talking shit. So
say no garage during the season, man.
only doing losses. I got to go in for a loss, bro, because I'll be mad, but I'll be pissed off, bro. Like, matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna go get me a therapist. I need to get off this shit. So, these niggas get on my fucking nerves, man. Like, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off, man. I promise you, man. Sometimes, and y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but I think we curse like that. Basketball. Somebody did something.
I told you, General Sherman, bro. He cursed his whole
Somebody did something, bro. It's no way.
Turner was fucking niggas bitches.
Bro,
Turner was fucking
goddamn Atlanta team had either got a championship or been to the championship. Bro, we can't even get to the freaking finals.
Yeah, man. We gotta. Yeah,
bro. I don't know, but if you're a Christian or whatever religion, hey, please pray to your God and pray to the basketball God, please.
It's coming, man. It's coming.
I want to win, bro. Hey, listen. When I was younger, I ain't give a fuck. Now, bro, I'm approaching 50, nigga. I want to be here when we win, nigga. I don't want to be watching this shit from heaven.
hey, you'll be going to the garage in heaven too, right?
That's why I be so impatient, bro. When niggas be telling me to be patient, hey, don't worry, man. Fuck that. I want to win.
Nah, I feel you. I be trying to be optimistic, bro.
I'm done.
I'm just as impatient as y'all. I just be trying to be optimistic on the outside, man.
I be trusting. Sometimes I can do it, bro. But Nick, listen, I'm like, bro. You know what else pissed me off? Bro, when I saw Coach Prime going to Colorado and he winning, I'm like, nigga, where our Louis at?
Yeah. I live here. It's crazy out here. I live out here.
Quinn, bring some Louis.
He out there in Boulder.
No, I'm in Denver, but Boulder about 30 minutes away.
Quinn probably in Boulder right now. Blow. Shit.
Oh, the homie Lou out that way.
What you in the Army, bro? You in the Army?
No, I used to be in the Air Force, man. That's how I found my way out here.
Because niggas don't end up in Colorado for no reason.
Exactly. I already know. Yeah, I'm out here. I actually went to that game, to the CU.
I gotta type in with you, because you know, me and the wife, we go out there for vacation, bro.
Do y'all?
Yeah, we go to Denver. I was in Boulder, not Boulder, but I was in Aurora last January. We was in Aurora.
Yeah, I work in Aurora. I live right in the street. I work in Aurora.
We get out there, man.
Yeah, man, fuck with me, man.
You're a civilian now, right?
Yeah, I'm a civilian. Okay, I've been in the garage this whole time, quiet as kept.
Where you from? Where you originally from, bro?
I'm from Atlanta. I'm from Adamsville. All
right, there.
Oh, dang, that's the issue. I got you.
I know,
where
right? You from? You from the east? Yeah, y'all from the east, man.
Yeah, I'm from the east side, man. But yeah.
All right, gang. I'm gonna tap in with y'all, man. Let me go on this garage.
All right, bro, man.
All right, man. Y'all be easy, bro.
Y'all stay up, players. Me and Ro tap in anyway on Twitter, so I catch y'all in the Twitter chat and shit. Y'all stay up, family. Peace.
Write it down.
Peace.
Come around when I feel like I'm safe and sound. Why does it have to be that way? Every single day I feel She's so cold for you.